Zdravím všechny, co se mimo kanál, tady ze Stres a vítejte u dalšího pokračování našich dobrodružství v Genshinu. A jak můžete vidět, v dnešním díle nás čeká velké razantní změnění směru od posledního dílu a posledních několik dílů v podstatě, kde se ze... kde se ze Sumeru, si pamatuju, jsme posledně dělali ten Sumeru Archon Quest číslo 4, myslím. A dneska se přehodíme na podstatě téměř nejvzdálenější místo od sumerské pouště a zpátky do Mondtstadu. A jsem tady nahoře, kde jsem dělal první intro s nějakou custom lokací, kterou si vždycky najdu na začátek intra, na začátek videa. A tady bylo moje úplně první custom intro. Slumino přesně tady na té věžičce. Epizoda 2. Nyní epizoda, myslím, jsme na 120 plus minus, 120 něco. That's a lot. Je to hodně. Anyway, k dnešnímu programu.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Dneska to máme ten event, na který tu vyskočil během, myslím, že jsem mu ukazoval během toho Archon Questu někdy uprostřed, kdy jsem na něj prostě neměl čas a přerušit Archon Questovou linku a mé pravidelné vydání ty Archon linky, dokud ji prostě neudělám, jako ji přerušit jenom proto, že se tady event uráčil, by to se mi nechtělo. Ale i poté, co jsem dokončil tu Archon linku a ty zelený mužíčky, tak se mi povedlo to ještě uchytit. Sice je to 2/4 dne ještě, ale pořád se toho můžu zúčastnit. Takže... Yep. Jdeme na to. Jak může vědět, jak Klee v tom bude hrát roli a zachtěl se nám zajít do knihovny, protože adventurování je náročné a potřebujeme si oddychnout. Adventurujeme v Sumeru, potřebujeme si odpočinout. Proč zajít ne až do Mondtstadu? Protože určitě zajdeme až do Mondtstadu, jenom aby jsme si na chvíli odpočinuli. Protože to dává smysl travelovat přes půlku světa celýho. A proč ne? Byl to Paimonin nápad, tak samozřejmě, že je to trošku lehce retardovaný. Protože to by nějak nebyla Paimon. Jsem si taky samozřejmě se skládal custom Luminin team pro tento díl. Něco, co mě prostě napadlo a pak jsem nějakou synergii do toho vložil. Lumina vždycky má modulární tým, to je pro dnešek.
And refrain from making a racket.
Shush. Here we go.
Okay, got it.
Klee, protože její symboly jsou plestrnutý po celém tom eventu a event kartě, a Lisa, protože jdeme do knihovny a je to její knihovna. Kdo by to čekal, že narazíme na tyhle dvě?
But fish taste best when they're freshly blasted. Grill 'em over a
Blasted.
turn extra crispy and smell so good.
Don't worry, Jean has informed me about all that a while ago. So, I went ahead and placed some orders at Good Hunter. Over the next few days, their chefs will be preparing the best fish fresh from the lake and cooking them right away. Freshly cooked fish served with Klee's favorite spices and my specially prepared desserts. I'm sure it'll be just as delicious as your catches.
A po několika měsících, co jsem byl adventurovat v jiných zemích, se objevím u dveří a...
Okay, then I'll trust your
Wait.
taste, Lisa.
Hello, Mera, what are you doing
I
here?
promise I'll stay in the city and play Dodoko's Bomb-Tastic adventure. I won't go fish blasting or make any trouble for Albedo's friend.
Sucralose?
Anyway, I'm gonna go look for Miss Honorary Knight and Paimon now.
Oh, hi.
Someone looking for
Damn, tak to je dobrý načasování. Sounds like you two just made an important agreement.
Miss Honorary Knight and Paimon! Klee was just thinking about you and then you appeared! How'd you do that? Oh, did you somehow magically hear Klee's thoughts?
Oh,
Yeah, yes.
Little cutie and Paimon, you're here just in time.
Cutie.
Looks like I won't have to go to the trouble of writing you a letter now.
His wishes someone does here. Magic. Sure. Trošku do toho přihrajem. Klee's wishes someone does here.
We had some time on our hands and wanted to look for something to read in the library. Anyway, what's Dodoko's Bomb-Tastic adventure? It sounds way more fun than reading a book. It's a new game Lisa made for me. We came up with the name together. You're amazing, Paimon. You remembered the name so quickly. Whoa, you can design games, Lisa? Paimon thought that you were just into books.
Spaní?
I merely drew some inspiration from Shroomsplosion, a game from back when I was a student. It didn't really take too much effort.
Reference na to, že byl student v Sumeru.
As long as we keep Klee happy during these unique circumstances, I'm willing to design as many games as she likes.
Unique circumstances?
Oh, now that Paimon thinks about it, Klee mentioned Albedo's friend, right? Did something happen in Mondtstadu?
It's not too serious, but the situation still has to be treated with caution. Recently, fish species native to Sumeru have begun appearing in Cider Lake.
What?
Allowing them to spread would put the ecological balance of Mondstad's waters at risk. Luckily, Klee noticed some fish she'd never seen before while she snuck out to play. She caught a few and showed them to Kaya. If it weren't for Klee, I'm afraid most of the local species would have already receded by the time ordinary citizens fully grasped the situation.
Ale používala velmi nebezpečné výbušniny, takže ji stejně zavřeli.
And if a change occurs in the underwater ecosystem, it could very well affect the quality of water in Cider Lake. Consequently, the entire wine industry of Mondtstadu could be in danger, and that poses a major threat to our economy.
I saved the day! I even got praised by Master Jean!
Good job, Klee.
So that's what happened. Good thing Klee noticed the fish before things got out of control.
The investigation team sent out a few members to inspect Cider Lake and look for the origin of the intruding species.
Nepřevaloval to po nějaký řece?
To avoid disturbing these little invaders, Klee has to keep her treasured bombs away for some time. The investigation team's instruments are extremely sensitive, so any explosion within a certain distance of the lake would affect their data. Jean said that Klee would definitely get bored being cooped up inside the city all the time.
Yep.
Albedo's busy making improvements to the reconnaissance company's experimental equipment, while Kaya just left for a business trip. So the task of looking after her fell on my shoulders.
But I'm not bored anymore because Lisa invented Dodoko's Bomb-Tastic adventure. Miss Honorary Knight and Paimon, let's play together.
Count us in.
All right, the game table is right over there in the garden. The orders I've placed at Good Hunter will also be delivered there. Please enjoy yourselves. It's not every day you get to play games with Klee, surrounded by the scent of flowers on the breeze, with delicious food delivered right to you.
Wait, Lisa, are you not coming with us?
Don't you think it'd be a little unfair if the game's creator joined in? I don't want to spoil the fun. Besides, as the librarian, I still have my basic responsibilities to take care of.
That just sounds like another excuse for staying indoors.
A navíc ty jsi to basenula z nějaký jiný hry, kterou si nevytvořila, takže kind of bullshit.
run along now. Have fun playing with Klee.
Thanks, Lisa. We'll take good
Okay,
care.
then, we'll catch you later, Lisa.
Go to the garden. Okay, která garden? No, jestli je to nějaký dostatečně velký travnatý plácek, že by si warrantoval název garden. Jo, to je ten plácek s tím starým týpkem, si vzpomínám. Starý týpek sedí na největším grizzleném plácku.
This is where we'll play Dodoko's Bomb-Tastic adventure. Whoa, Lisa picked a really good spot. Paimon loves it here already. All right, teach us how to play, Klee.
Dodo Adventures Kaboom!
Yeah, let's play. I love playing Dodoko's Bomb-Tastic adventure with you, Miss Honorary Knight.
One more round. Okay. Yeah, prerequisite stage isn't complete. Watch the position of the spiky fish and choose the special appropriate Jumpty Dumpty which is thrown. Find the right time to let it explode, which will make the most of the special Jumpty Dumpty and blow up most spiky fish. Spiky Stony Stronghold. Prostě nějaký krabit, prostě boxový shooter, prostě Stronghold. Fish King. Kolik těch králů tam je? Jo, moje hodně. No, tu na králů, Go for it. Defeat fish using dumpties. Defeats king. Jumpty of different colors. Jo, křížkový a 3x3. And the jumpty is thrown if it comes in contact with sticky fish, it will come explode. Jo, takže když explode on contact. Special jumpty you can press throw button again, it doesn't mean you can use it but to make the most jumpy as a bunch of radii. To je jako dělaný. Jo, I see. Jestli je to dělaný jako puzzle, tak... Teď tyhle ty... Tak... Pak takhle to stejný treatment dám všem těm vzadu, protože jsou přesně na to takhle rozmístěný. Takže i tyhle a ty můžu dělat. Fuck, já to podělal. Well, doesn't matter much now. Maximální score je 39, ale I did not get that. Speedrun. Jsou určený na tohle. A bom. Done. 39. Okay, now I know how it works. Tam kolik máme kterých a nový layout. Switch the sign from which jump to the throne. Jo, na tady to můžu použít tyhle ty. Jo, tady mi to předvolí. Předukáže, jak to je. Jo, takže větší křížkový. Tady je jednoduchý křížek. Tady jsou takhle víc od sebe. Tady ty půjdou taky snadno. Tady ty jsou dobře na ten velký křížkovej, tady ty dva. Takže tyhle ty dva si tam musím na to nechat. Ale musím je odblokovat. Takže potřebuji tyhle ty dva odblokovat. Že v podstatě dva tyhle ty jednoduchý na každý ten problém. Takže takže v podstatě 2 a 2, takže v podstatě na každého jednotlivce můžu použít jeden. Takže tady done. Done. To je velkýho. Done. Done, dokonce jednoho navíc. No, takhle, tohle navíc. A pak tady je. There we go. Přes 34 to je. Next. Seagrass! Sneagrass. Its spike is strong as can withstand frontal blast, but seagrass will be obliterated after a single explosion. Jo, takže tohleto je v podstatě stěna na pořád a tohleto je stěna, ale jenom na jeden blast to dole. Takže základní křížek, 3x3 a 3x3 velký křížek. Super bomba. To by se hodilo explodovat tady. Definitivně. Tak. Tak. Byly dvě věci, které měl Padex to použít. Taky mě zajímalo, jestli to má blast radius za ty keříky. Jako jestli to platí. Můžu to zkusit. Já zase... uvidíme. Perfektní skoro nedám, ale... Švudevz. Kdybych mohl vyzkoušet ten Contact Explosion. Že by perfektní skóre. 42. The meaning of this level. After the kaboom mine is ignited, it can trigger an explosion with a massive cross AoE as depicted over here. However, these explosions can still be blocked by the seagrass and strongholds, takže to prostě jenom normální exploze jako ta vaše. Ty se dokonce pohybujou. Wow. Takže křížek a 3x3. OK, 3 od každýho. Prostě udělám tohle. A tam na tu lineu nemůžu, jo. Že ty rohový prostě jsou zakázaný. Wow. Bych to udělal, takže bych si zpřísnil tyhle ty 2 liney, takže bych jednu hodil takhle sem. Tak. Teď to můžu hodit takhle, když budou v té správné pozici. Což načasovat to bude jako za trest. Ale kdyby se mi to povedlo, tak bych odpálil vždycky takhle 4 a pak 2. Pak bych ten jeden poslední použil prostě na tohle to týpka vzadu. Got it. Já se otáčí odsadě tam, že na mě ani nenarazí. Well. There we go. What? No tak, jakože vážně jsem mě netrefil, tak to jako... Že se to mě strestají, jo. Tohle to můžu dělat rovnou. Boom. Boom. Tak, jsme na stejné situaci. Boom. No tak, jdi se klidně vycpat do podvodní matrace. No, mám 50, může se klidně vysrat ten hajzl. Next. Some spike sneaky sneakgrass will hide special jumpies. The strength sales gain you 8 of additional specials. Jo, přesně ty, které jsou vyznačený, jaká náhoda. Křížek, 3x3 a 3x3 velkokřížek. Mám něco na ten velkokřížek, tady jsou takhle. Jo, tady jo, vynechat vyexovat možná. No. Tady je tohleto. Si počkám, až tam bude předtím. Bych ho vzal taky. Tak. Mám 3 tyhle ty velký. Já to zase prostě mrknu sem. To prostě jak sem. Tohle sem. Got it. A tenhle prostě tam dozadu. There we go. A poslední. Yes. Základní 3x3 a velkokřížek 1. Bych to vzal takhle, jak bych mohl rohově vzít i toho. Tak. Ano, tak. Základní sem, abych udělal díru. There we go. A oni tam jsou nalajnovaný, ale v jednom specifický moment. Co děláte srandu? Prostě nic není se sebou načasovaný, ale se to všechno jede jinou vzdálenost. Takže se to různě to načasování mixuje. Takhle jde prostě takhle 3, takhle 3, takhle 3. Až bude takhle přicházet z téhletý do téhle a pak se odrazí a pak přijde zpátky. Got it. Pak simple až tam úplně dozadu. Pak jedno z tady. Tady se dokážou sesynchronizovat. Takhle se synchronizovali, že jdou stejně. Protože on se tady otáčí a že tady až vznikne díra. Well, tak nic. Yep, got it all.
Dodoko defeated lots of bad spiky fish warriors. Even the spiky fish king was no match. Dodoko, Jumpy Dumpty, and Klee, Sparks and Splash are the best.
Truly unstoppable.
This game reminds Paimon of the incident happening inside her lake. Did Lisa base its theme on that? But come to think of it, why go to the trouble of finding the invading species when they could just ask Klee to blow up every suspicious fish? They could even
Reef.
get some bombs and let us handle this.
Why bother healing the coral reef when you can just blow it up? No biggie. To vůbec nebyl problém. To je pravda. Nope. No bombs for Paimon.
Well, well. From the looks on your faces, it seems like you're having fun.
It's Lisa! You're here! We loved playing Dodoko's Bomb-Tastic adventure. What a fun game you designed!
Thanks for playing. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Perhaps I should come up with some new updates?
Ooh, yay! Klee wants to see Dodoko going on adventures in all kinds of places. No, wait. You must have spent a long time working on the game. It must
Wow.
be exhausting. We shouldn't make Lisa work too hard.
Aw, thank you for being so considerate.
Jak rád.
But if it helps keep you happy while you stay inside the city, I'll be more than happy to spend as much time as needed. Of course, I understand that you prefer going on your own adventures whenever you like. The game is just meant to be a new way to pass the time. Anyway, I have some great news. And I've also brought a gift for you cuties.
A gift? Actually, I have a gift for Miss Honorary Knight and Paimon, too.
We'll get to the gifts in a moment. Let me tell you the news first.
Is the incident resolved?
That's right. 2 knights from the investigation team found the invasive species nest and swiftly disposed of it. The knights have also determined the cause of their invasion. The species were accidentally introduced to the lake by a merchant without any malicious intent, so the knights let her go after some lecturing and issuing a fine.
Luckily, they didn't cause too much trouble. But even Paimon thinks that merchant was way too careless.
Mon says wine industry is safe. Please let me drink some wine, god damn it!
Time for gifts yet? Can Klee go first?
Of course. Klee's been returning home on time every day without being reminded by anyone. So, I've been wondering what you're up to lately.
Vracal se domů. Kam domů? Do svý soukromí cely ve věznici? Že tam bez tak bydlí.
When I was home at night, I looked through Albedo's crafting book and learned to make this.
Hop. Je to doroko, chlupatá kulička s ocasem. Nemám kolik.
It's Dodoko throwing a jumpy dumpty! Yep, I made a figure that looks like the Dodoko from Dodoko's Bomb-Tastic adventure! Even though I can't make it throw real bombs, I hope it'll remind you of the fun we had together and blast away your troubles and boredom. A big Dodoko toy! Oh, Paimon loves surprises like this! With this, it'll feel like we're adventuring with Klee and Dodoko wherever we go!
Thanks for that creative and thoughtful gift, Klee.
I'm so happy you like my gift. I worked super hard on it. What's your gift, Lisa? I want to see.
Well, I'm afraid my gift is a lot less creative than yours. It's a storybook about Dodoko's Bomb-Tastic adventures.
Cool.
An adventure story! Yay! Whoa! A whole storybook!
The little cuties returned to Mondtstadu and joined Klee on an adventure with Dodoko. Together, they defeated the bad spiky fish warriors and then enjoyed an afternoon tea. A most fitting way to end Dodoko's Bomb-Tastic adventure.
Did you plan out the whole story while designing the game?
No. As the protagonists of the story, you, little cutie, and Klee all played an important part in bringing the story to life. I've left a blank spot in the book specially for illustrations, but I just thought of an even better idea. Since we're all here on this special occasion, why don't I take a photo of you together?
Sure! We got to see our friends and play games together! That's definitely worth celebrating!
Okay. No problémy, to je rare occasion. Když nespravuje nějakou skoruptovanou vládu, nebo nesnaží se zachránit svět od kde víc čeho. Let's have fun. Gotta treasure small joys in life. Very small.
Come on then, Miss Honorary Knight and Paimon. Ready, Lisa? Klee had so much fun today. 3, 2, 1, Dodoko!
Dodoko! Hey, something completely unrelated. Dostali jsme i tu knížku. Special Jumpty Dumpty Dodoko. Happy Memento. Jo, Battle Pass proto má specifickou věc. Hop, thank you za ten skoro 2 levely. Ještě. Mě a se něco neudělalo, ne. Jo. Level je, jo, level 6. 20 bodů, 34, 46. Tady je od 16, 28, 35. 16, 28, 35. 16, 28, 36. 20, 38, 50. 20, 34, 46. Jej, všechno complete. At the period of adventure, together by Sunday, you take bravery and was then to see the never don't expect come across two friends. Yep, všechny ty věci se dostaly hromadu primogemů. Takže ty zrovna zužitkujem. No. Všechny věci jsme dostali. Všechny tyhle, i tyhle, i tyhle, i tyhle. Ano, víc jsme toho dostali. Máme ty prostřední Mondtstad suroviny. Ty zuby, dekryby, věci a nějaký ty pouta. Se hodí. Když budu někdy potřebovat vylevovat nějakou zbraň. Když všechno mám na 70 nebo 80, ty který používám, tak jako ty moc nelevlim. Anyway, vzhledem k tomu, jak to bylo rychlý, tak to udělám end of part 1 a udělám tady ladnej střih a budeme transitionovat rovnou do druhé části, poté co zkonzultuju svůj mozek. Když to řeknu přímo. Takže see you on the other side. Anyway, se tady vypravíme questu. Who do we want to talk to? Hutava Venty. Na rovnou.
Looks like you're having fun. What's the occasion this time?
Oh, do I spy a traveler and a Paimon? We were just talking about you. This is more serendipitous than finding Mora after face planting on the road.
What are the odds? Hello, you two.
It's been too long. I'll bet you have some thrilling new tales from your journey to fill me in on. I can see it in your eyes.
Never a dull moment on this Teyvat trip.
Excellent! I knew I could count on you.
What were you talking about before we got here? Something fun? Or something delicious?
We were talking about one certain traveler, and how two's company but three's a crowd, as the inseparable duo tour around Teyvat, making 4 friends here and 5 more there, often at 6s and 7s as they brave the lakes and seas, collecting pieces of 8 and countless other treasures.
What is going on?
They clearly must have 9 lives. Let's hope they have less than 10 deaths.
What the? It just gets worse and worse.
Shortly, you may attend a grand banquet at Stone Gate. All will be dressed to the nines for majestic food and fine wines. And after 8 long drinks and 7 shorts, they'll each write 6 lines 5 times. You've been to all 4 corners of the world, so in 3 short seconds, can you guess from these 2 stanzas of 1 speech each what this event is about?
A counting festival. One poetry festival, please. Jak protože Venty je poet a taky je to napsaný v titulku toho questu. Kind of cheating, but whatever. Poetry festival, mayhaps?
Correct! It's a poetry gala, and Mondtstadu and Liyue are hosting it together. Do you still remember the promise I made to the distinguished director Who here during the Lantern Rite?
Yep. Remember Lantern Rite? Venty tam dorazil osobně.
Oh, something about writing poetry together?
That's right. At the dinner table that night, I just knew this young bard was a rare talent with exceptional taste. It's rare to encounter such a kindred spirit. And now, I finally seized the chance to collaborate. It took me much trekking across the land to petition Eugene Terrace and contact the Knights of Favonius, but eventually, in the spirit of friendship and poetry sharing, I managed to successfully organize the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala.
Bit of a weird name.
Taky trošku sad times over at whatever is neighboring Mondtstadu on the north. No, ostatní sousedé Mondtstadu a Liyue by se možná jako mohli nad tím názvem pozastavit jako nejsme my taky neighboring s váma?
Liyue's poetry is known far and wide, and Mondstadt is the city of wine and song. With two nations teaming up, it'll be double the fun, and a great chance for people from both places to get to know one another. Hu Tao and I will be the co-hosts for this poetry gala. Of course, I haven't studied the various forms and formalities of Liyue poetry for very long, so please forgive my dreadful performance just now.
Not at all, Venti. You followed my lead most excellently.
You flatter me.
Well, this sounds like fun. Let's get involved.
Sure, I'm looking forward to everyone's poems. I'm not gonna be participating.
Oh, Paimon, sure you'll be amazing. Remember that time in Liyue when Paimon gave you the first half of a couplet? Wind rises, winds never churn. You came up with the second half right away.
But the sea of clouds as clouds always return.
Oh, looks like someone's got a knack for this. Perhaps we'll have to raise the difficulty a little.
All right, so basically you guys are here to discuss the activities for the poetry gala, right?
Oh, looks like little Paimon's brain has gained a wrinkle or two.
Wow, neříkej.
So effortlessly, but...
No vlastně,
You still get it
neříkej.
wrong.
To není pravda.
Wait, Paimon...
We came here hoping to invite a special guest.
I already told you. I'm not going.
Tak proč by jinak byli ve Wangshuin, když je tu jeden týpek speciálně zabydlený.
Oh, you're here too!
Never having penned a verse myself, how could I hope to judge the poetry of others? Besides, afflicted with karma as I am, the raucous atmosphere you are cultivating is precisely the kind which I must avoid, as you well know.
Hey now, there's a first time for everything, right? We all start from itsy bitsy spider, but give it a shot and you'll be wandering lonely as a cloud. And you don't even have to join us in person if you really don't want to. You can just watch the party from a nearby mountaintop and cheer us on. But at least head down and take a look first. It's right by the inn, and there's plenty of fun activities to get involved with. It can't hurt to take a quick walk and check things out.
Jo, jako by ho zajímalo cokoliv z těch věcí.
Besides, with the renowned traveler here, what is there to fear?
Join us, it'll be fun. Maybe not for you, but it'll be fun for us.
I'll consider it.
It's nearly time. Why don't you all head to the venue and take a look around? Quite a few of your friends should have arrived by now.
Yes, that's right. Venti and I still need to discuss the poem for the opening ceremony. So, we'll catch up with you later. Plus, our Adeptus friend might need a bit more convincing. We'll see if we can coax him down.
Gotcha! We'll be on our way then!
Windbound Poetry, Part 1. Congenial Gathering. What are you talking about?
How about that for an opening?
Yes, I like it. But if we could give it a bit more oomph, it would be even better. I think we should lead with a bang, dip into a slippity slide, then whoosh into a whoop whoop. Got it?
Got it.
Completely understood that. Někdo četl stejný slovník jako to. Jaký zázrak.
Wow, it's so lively! Didn't think there'd be so many people here already.
Talk to everyone.
Familiar faces. Let's go say hi.
Wuko, talk to everyone. Everyone? Okay. Let's talk to everyone, starting with tohleto duo, ty pič. Tyhle ty dva se doslova Tyhle ty dva se prostě doplňují ve své šitovosti prostě úplně nádherně. Já prostě nemůžu pustit ten jejich gameplay aspekt a ty jejich skilly a ultiny a prostě to, že oba dva mají šíleně pomalej attack speed. A i prostě oproti ostatním 4-starům prostě jsou hrozný. A nedá se, prostě pokud máte někoho jiného, tak prostě tyhle ty jsou horší. Prostě nemůžu pustit prostě. A tyhle ty dva se doslova prostě tak potkali, ty vole. Jako když jsem v tom jednom Lantern Rightu, myslím, že to bylo, zjistil, v tom úplně prvním Lantern Rightu možná. Když jsem zjistil, že tyhle ty dva jsou prostě kamarádi reálně. Tyjo, tak to byl pro mě tak neuvěřitelný jako jaw-dropping zjištění, protože tyhle ty dva se doslova doplňují ve své šitovosti. Úplně perfektně. Oh, hello.
Well, look who's here. This poetry fest seems to have attracted talent of the highest caliber.
Co se týče osobností, tak dává docela smysl, že by to byl Xinkyu. No, Xingqiao, nebo jak se to vyslovuje správně. Jako on je literát, tak poetry fest by ho rozhodně zajímal.
Hey, Xingqiao and Changyun are here too.
A Changyun to je, protože je to jeho best friend a ten klidně půjde s ním na nějakou akci.
I was actually heading into the mountains to train, but he accosted me on the way and dragged me here.
Oh, how your words wound me. Is
Accosted
it
me.
not the responsibility of an exorcist of Liyue to ensure that this celebration of friendship between our two nations stays free of evil spirits? Besides, this is an excellent opportunity to meet heroes who have come from far and wide.
Jasně.
Surely, you must be curious as to how that heroine of Mondtstadu was able to lift such heavy objects like they were but a feather.
Far and wide. Z jedné země, která je ke všemu tomu absolutně nejblíž.
Are you talking about Noelle?
Yep.
Yeah, she's super strong.
Noel je hodně awesome.
Oh? Well, since you are so well acquainted, could we trouble you to introduce us later?
Sure.
Okay, fine. But don't forget to help me with my investigation like you promised. That's the only reason I agreed to come at all.
Huh? What investigation?
Naturally, I could never forget such a thing. My word is my bond. Relax, dear Paimon. All will be revealed in time.
On to absolutně neví, že jo?
Okay.
I'll totally tell you! But I totally remember. Se vypadá, že se jí blízká hrudník, ale to je jenom věc za ní. Věci ho blízkají skrz. Tak, on the right we have... Diona! Oni sem přitáhli Dionu. Wow. Jako... I can see no reasons not to. Nej tak super extra ultra busy ve svým baru. Nemá ráda alkohol, který se tam produkuje, takže by nebyl proti cestě být do toho dál. Ale jako pracuje v tom baru, takže na druhou stranu... Ale nemá žádný extra velký důvod, proč tu nebýt, ani není hodně busy charakter jako třeba Diluc. Diluc je třeba jako hodně věcí na práci a divil bych se, kdyby to byl. Protože by se musel hodně jako snažit udělat místo ve svém kalendáři. Dioně bych to věřil, že prostě... mám čas, tak na to zajdu.
Traveler in Paimon? I didn't expect to see you here. Are you here to mix drinks? That's right. I was specially asked to attend this event on behalf of the Cat's Tail, and I'm also here as a mixologist representing the Mondtstadu wine industry. You're representing Mondtstad's wine industry? Oh, you must be hating every minute of it. Of course I hate it.
Damn.
But it's also a perfect chance to destroy the reputation of Mondtstad's wine business once and for all. Opportunities like this don't come around every
Vážně, jo? Vážně. Si děláte srandu. Jak jsem říkal, Diluc je příliš busy, takže samozřejmě kdo jiný než Diluc, Diona, no za to chce zničit vaši reputaci, ale její prokletí doslova jí zapřičuje, že nelze. I kdybys míchala hovno s hovnem, tak to stejně bude chutné jako to nejlepší, co jste kdy pili, že?
How do you figure that? All I need to do is add some gross ingredients to the drinks, and I can create the most disgusting concoctions imaginable. Nobody will ever buy wine from Mondstadt again. Paimon thinks you'll end up getting the opposite result. Just you wait! I ain't about to mess this up.
Good luck.
Are you gonna write some poetry with us too? Poetry? I've heard plenty of bards sing in the tavern before, but I've never tried writing any myself. You should join in! It'll be fun! Fine, if I have time.
That's a hard maybe from me. Okay, se schovávají kamínky. Mika, jo? Ano, o Noel jsme se zmínil předtím. Samozřejmě Cat Ears present. To až tak nevadí. A jako Miku tady vytáhli, jo? Co ten tu budu dělat, vole? Má nějaký skrytý poetický talent nebo lásku pro poezii, o kterým nevím?
Oh, it's the traveler in Paimon.
Are you here for the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala as well?
You said that with a straight face? Is Paimon the only one who thinks it sounds weird?
They're here as representatives from Mondstadt?
Representatives? No. Nothing fancy like that. We were sent here by the Knights of Favonius to help maintain order and set up the venue.
Yeah, official business. Right.
But I didn't really do anything useful so far. Noelle brought all these tables and chairs here from Mondstadt by herself. She's a true knight.
Oh, no, that's just not true. Your efforts were indispensable. You selected the venue, drew up the layout, and so on. Also, you're the true knight here. I'm still in training. If anything, I should be addressing you as sir.
Technicky vzato jo, a je to ještě víc funny kvůli tomu.
What? No. Please don't. Just keep calling me Mika.
Why does it feel like these two could keep this up all day?
Anyway, Master Jane did say that as long as we keep on top of our work, we should take a look around while we're here and get involved in the poetry gala as much as we can. But I haven't written much poetry before, so I'm not sure if I'll fit in.
I actually have the same concern.
The important thing is just to participate.
Yeah, plus, you won't be alone. We're joining too. The Traveler's a really good writer, you know.
Když nesnáším, co jim radím, protože kdybych byl v té situaci, tak bych se držel od jakýchkoliv public věcí prostě na 30-metrovou tyč.
Really? In that case, we'll try our best too.
Perhaps.
Sure, go ahead.
Poetry is a rite of passage that all who wish to qualify as a knight must eventually face.
Yeah, sure.
Paimon wouldn't go that far. But anyway, no backing out now. See you soon.
Sure. Maybe you can teach me a thing or two.
Oh, Mika beat me to it. I was gonna ask for help too.
We'll write together. A stage. Sudden gust of wind forces everyone to
Poems
briefly
and
shut their
melodies
eyes.
wandering the wind, wafting to pastures beyond their home.
Two greedy fishies struggling to swim. They ate so much that they're starting to groan.
Animal crystal fly draped in gold robes, a bright little light from that glazed lantern glows.
Finches pinch the rice and scoot while the boars of the forest anxiously root.
Welcome, one and all, to this festival of poetry, jointly organized by Lua and Mondstadt.
Or, in full, the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala. We're your hosts, Liyue's verse-monger of the darkest alleys, Hutao.
And Mondtstad's liquor-loving lyricist, Venti the Bard. The purpose of this event is to promote friendly poetic exchanges between our two nations. So please, have fun, talk to other people, and make some new friends.
If you're here, you're our guest, so please enjoy this poetry fest.
I'd also like to reassure everyone that this event welcomes people of all skill levels, from first-time rhymers to seasoned songwriters. If you ask me, the most important thing you can bring to writing poetry is authenticity. That means reaching deep down to all the thoughts and feelings you usually hide away or struggle to express, and putting them into words. Just write from the heart in whatever form you like.
To help everyone really cut loose and enjoy themselves to the fullest, Venti and I have carefully prepared 3 themes to be revealed over the course of 3 days. Let's get right to it. The first theme is Riddle Me This.
Solving riddles, huh? Interesting. It's actually a pretty good choice for a warm-up activity.
Whew. I'm glad they're not making us write sonnets or something right at the start.
Budeš psát sonetu o hádankách.
Does everyone see the lanterns hanging around the venue? These have been specially prepared for the riddle game. Simply write down your riddle and hang it on a lantern. Then Venti and I will select a few to pose to the crowd, and you will try to solve them.
Budete si solovat vlastní riddly, ale my je budeme muset najít. Zábava pro nás.
We'll now give you some time to write down and hang up your riddles. Feel free to walk around and talk with the other contestants to get the creative juices flowing. And remember, whoever guesses the most riddles correctly will get a prize.
And with that, the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala has officially begun.
Yay. We're the first riddle. Wait, what? Okay.
Oh, let's see what's on this lantern. A tender sigh for home, how far the flowers roam. A visitor asks me why, for a dream beyond the sky. Okay, someone from Liyue definitely wrote this one.
I just read that one too. Liyue's poems seem pretty difficult to grasp.
Dreams? Sky? Is it talking about some kind of bird?
So it means something like, this thing's really far from home. It's in a vast area, and it's flying really high. Is that it?
In a nutshell, yes.
Oh, you're amazing, Paimon! Oh, it looks like I still have a lot of learning to do.
It's nothing really. Once you've spent enough time in Liyue,
We'll
you
use
kind of
it.
pick up on these things.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Back when I was out with the Grandmaster on the expedition, I started picking up some local customs without even realizing it.
Jo, local customs where? Vesnež zná je, nebo nějaký sousední zemi?
But back to the riddle. We still haven't actually solved it. What could it be talking about?
Co lítá vysoko?
Something that flies high and far. Oh, that makes me think of dandelions.
Oh, that makes sense. And Mondstaders believe that dandelions can carry your feelings on the wind.
But maybe we're missing something? It can't be that easy. After all, it's a riddle from Liyue. What would their equivalent of the dandelion be? If there even is one. What do you think, Traveler?
I do think dandelion is the right answer.
Great! Then we'll have one answer ready to go when the game begins.
The important thing is that it's authentic.
Right, just like Venti said. As long as the interpretation makes sense and reflects our perception of the poem, then perhaps there are no wrong answers.
Well, no matter what the real answer is, the guessing's all a part of the fun. Let's go look at the next one.
Oh yes, I want to see if there's any Mondstadt-style riddles.
View the second riddle.
This one says... Oh, this handwriting's just awful.
Kdo neumí psát, přiznejte se.
Four corners like like a square pancake, but I'm stuffed and seasoned and carefully baked. I pass through the lips one piece at a time. The more you consume, the broader your mind.
What? Čtvercový jídlo, který se jí po kouskách. Od Minecraftovej dort.
Oh, wow, Paimon's drooling from that one. Is there really a food that can make you smarter? Paimon's gotta try that.
Oh, Paimon. You have to look past the surface level meaning of riddles, or you'll fail to plumb their depths.
Huh? So have you got any ideas, Shinjo?
Well,
Xingqiu just hung that riddle up a moment ago.
Oh, so this is Shinjo's riddle! You know, Paimon was expecting you to write something a little more elegant.
this festival
Damn.
is about building friendship and mutual understanding. With so many friends from Mondtstadu present, I thought I'd try writing something more accessible and less flowery, so that more people could enjoy it.
No jo. Udělal si poetry víc accessible a mohl by si udělat svůj writing style víc accessible, protože to po tobě skoro nikdo nemůže přečíst.
Hey, not bad! So, buddy, does that mean you can tell your old pal Paimon the answer on the slide?
Not a chance. You'll have to wait for the answer to be revealed, just like everyone else.
Mimi!
If that's
Wow.
how you feel, why don't you try and stump me with a riddle of your own?
Je to modrý a neumí to psát.
Maybe Paimon will! We'll see! Traveler, you'll help Paimon come up with a riddle, right?
Sure.
Ha! At least you're nice to Paimon!
Já musím, já se tebe nezbavím.
Then I look forward to seeing the fruits of your literary labors.
Ha! Prepare to get stumped!
Jo, vývětor. Jo, my jsme jako freebie vyzkoumali tu první a tady to mi prostě neřeknou, jo. Takže na to musím přejít sám. OK, to je mean, ale sure. I have four corners like a square pancake. Square pancakes to neexistují, ne? The broader your mind. Nic takového neexistuje. Mind affecting nic není, kromě alkoholu, který spíš dělá lidi hloupějšími než chytřejšími. The broader your mind. Jako four corners like a square pancake mě napadá wafle. Ale jestli mají wafle v Liyue, to nevím. Mají v Genshinu waflovačku? Takže jako pancake není až tak těžký si představit, že by prostě mohli udělat. To je prostě jenom těsto takový, který prostě rozlijete na pánev a prostě voilà pancakes. Ale wafle jsou v podstatě podobné textury a jsou čtvercový. Like stuffed, seasoned and carefully baked. What? Jako tohle si prostě přiznám, tohle prostě fakt nevím, tohle vůbec nemám tušení. Pokud to úplnou náhodou není wafle, tak absolutně nevím, co by to mohlo být za jídlo. A ještě něco, co vás dělá chytřejšími, ty vole. Ale je to nějaký jídlo vyloženě. Takže to nemůže být nějaká něco jako kniha. Protože kdo by jedl knihu?
Even though Paimon said she'd write a riddle, Paimon really doesn't have any clue how. Let's start by reading a few more of other people's for inspiration. On four long legs, my slim body sits. I eat not a bite and drink not a sip. With a passionless face, I greet countless guests, whom I carry all day without needing to rest. Is this talking about some kind of animal?
Nějaký povoz? I need no food, or no drink, or no need to rest. I have 4 legs. Tak jako... Jaký povoz, nebo jestli to stacionární objekt, tak židle? No, to může být i stůl. The answer must be some kind of object.
It's a chair.
Yeah. Jsem to taky řekl, a mohou to být stejně moc i stůl, protože na stůl se dá taky sednout. Jako věc, na kterou se dá sednout, která má 4 nohy. Já si můžu sednout na stůl, nikdo mě nezastaví. Tenhle ten stůl je taky na sezení. Tam se dá v pohodě sednout a má 4 nohy. To je příliš otevřený.
Huh? Diona, how did you guess it so quickly? Wait, were you the one who wrote it? No, of course I didn't write it. The answer just popped into my head. I'm always telling the cats in the tavern that the chairs get tired from working all the time, so they shouldn't use them to sharpen their claws. Oh, okay. So a riddle needs to have a bait and switch. Are you trying to write one? Yep, and thanks to you, Paimon's just thought of one. Maybe I should try to come up with one too. All right, Paimon's riddle is now hanging up. Diona, do you want to know the answer? Yeah, no need. I don't really care about winning a prize.
There you go.
Oh, okay then. Well, looks like it's time to carry on with the event. We should regroup with the others. Sure, have fun.
To bylo přesně. On 4 long legs, my slim body sits. Slim. No need for food, no need for a drink, with a passionless face, takže prostě žádný obličej, ne, takže to neživí. I greet countless guests, whom I carry all day without needing to rest. Jo, to zní jako židle. Tam to je dandelion, tady to je židle, a tady to je, fakt nevím. To musí být dělat tak nějaká obskurní chujovina.
Hey, looks like everyone's about done mingling and riddling. Gather round and look this way. Venti and I have selected several riddles from everyone's contributions, and we added a few of our own to the mix for good measure. Shortly, we'll randomly select a few to read aloud. If your riddle gets selected, remember that you have to announce the correct answer at the end. Anyone who guesses correctly gets 1 point, and if nobody guesses correctly, the writer of the riddle gets a point. Sounds fair to me.
Of course, when the riddler reveals the right response, it only counts if everyone agrees that it's not too far-fetched.
That's right.
Yep.
Now, if there are no more questions, it's time to reveal the first riddle.
Já mám takový pocit, že to řekl jenom proto, protože Paimonina riddle bude totálně out of nowhere.
Hopefully they'll draw at least some that I can get. Oh no, does only the first person to solve it get the points? Ugh. That means I have to be first to raise my hand.
Please choose
That's a good
Paimon's riddle.
name.
Please choose Paimon's riddle.
Riddle number 1. Let me see here.
Thank you.
This riddle is, unique, especially the handwriting.
Yep, thank you, který neumí psát.
I have 4 corners, like a square pancake, but I'm stuffed and seasoned.
Já ji ušetřím trápení. Jsme ji slyšeli.
Chose.
Better answer as quickly as you can. You don't want someone else beating you to it.
You brat. It's pizza.
Even without the author coming forward, I can confidently declare this answer wrong. I mean, how does eating pizza broaden your mind? And while I'm no expert in exotic dishes, if I'm not mistaken, pizza is round, is it not? Like mora meat?
But eating pizza makes you happy, and being happy makes it...
Stop debating.
Okay, Paimon admits she may have jumped the gun on this one.
Maybe it's some other kind of food. No. Riddles are never that simple, and it needs to be something that makes people more intelligent.
Pokud Potion of Intelligence, ze kterého bylo udělaný čtvercový želé, tak nevím. A nebo wafle, pořád si stojím za wafleba.
If Paimon had known it was gonna be this tough, she'd have read more books in her time.
Vážně je to kniha? Kdo by žral knihy? Vyloženě jsem řekl, než jsem od toho odešel. Jediný, co mě jiný napadá, je kniha, protože to napsal Žinkyu. A Žinkyu je velký bukoholik, který má prostě totálně je zažraný do knih. Tak jelikož to napsal on, tak bych se nedivil, kdyby to byla kniha, protože je jakoby čtvercová. Ale kdo by žral knihu? Kdo? Paimon.
What is it? Have you got it?
Books! They're squared, a lot of big words, big. To je taková sviňárna. To je taková sviňárna. Every big one passes through your lips as it makes you smarter.
Oh, gotcha! Books! The answer is books!
That was quicker than I expected. I was quite proud of that one.
Styď se, hajzle, styď se. To byla hodně sviňská řidla. Jako knihy. Jako přijmu ten fakt, že odpověď jsou knihy, ale neustále ti budu házet zlý oko za to, jak to bylo hnusný.
Oh, it appears the riddle writer has announced the answer. Okay, 1 point to Paimon.
Nikdo jiný ani se nehlásil, protože to bylo tak těžký.
Huh? So the answer was books? Oh, how did I not get that? Come on.
We're awesome at this!
Ahem.
Oh, what Paimon meant to say was that you're awesome at this. Thanks for the point, Traveler.
On to riddle number 2.
I gotta get in there first this time.
A co když nevíš tu odpověď?
High above the wispy clouds, amidst the gloomy snow-filled shroud, standing alone on an icy stage, beneath it every lowly sage. Looks like a poem from Liyue.
Ale tam nemá žádný sníh, ne? Nebo na žádných vysokých horách žádný sníh neexistuje. Jenom na té Mondtstadský hoře.
Oh, it's...
I got it!
Looks like those two have some ideas. Could it be some kind of plant that lives in cold, high places?
Mika, please go ahead. As a full
Pojď se budu hádat, ty
you
vole.
represent all of us from Mondtstadu.
No, how could I? It was you who thought of it first. You should be the one to guess.
My answer isn't necessarily correct. Besides, it's first come, first served, and
No, I didn't.
Go on.
You were just before me.
No tak.
How gracious and considerate our fellow competitors are towards each other. A wonderful sight to see. How about both of you say your answer at the same time? If you're both right, you'll each get a point.
No, řekl něco jiného, že jo? A ani jedno z toho nebude odpověď.
oops, I didn't realize we'd made such a scene.
Yep.
Oh, crud. I guess we dragged that out a bit. So, Noelle, what do you say?
Yes, let's. Our answer is
Cecilia!
Oh, that certainly sounds like a good candidate for the correct answer.
Ale
A flower that blooms
A
on
ta
high
nerost-
peaks and known for its exquisite beauty. The Cecilia is held by many Mondtstadters to be the true wind bloom.
ale neroste ve snowy places.
Although, since the writer hasn't yet come forward to announce the answer, this probably wasn't the answer they were looking for. Sorry. Any other answers?
Oh, I can't believe I was wrong. Maybe it's a plant from Liyue.
Is the answer Jingshin? The poem does evoke a strong sense of quiet, proud solitude in a high place.
Correct. I wrote this one. Jingshin is the right answer.
Hi.
Oh, Shinjo got it before Paimon could.
Damn. Jinxiu na to přišel.
However,
Chytrý.
after listening to the host's description, I do remember reading about Cecilia flowers in a book once. They definitely fit the description of a pure flower standing proudly and alone on high. So, I'd like to approve the answer from our two friends from Mondtstad as well.
See? Když dáte riddlu, která má příliš open-ended odpověď, tak prostě vícero odpovědí ji zodpoví. A to se může stát problém. to se může stát problémem, když ji chcete konstruovat jako na jednu specifickou odpověď. Takže she fucked up.
Really? Oh, thank you so much. Well, since even the Riddler themselves agrees, all 3 contestants earn a point each.
Darn it! Shinjo's caught up to Paimon already!
We're just getting started.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Well, I'm getting started.
Moving now to our third riddle. Huh? Why is the
Floaty.
handwriting so floaty? What's got no wings but flies in the air?
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Tired of floating. So full of mora it comes out the nose, but in the sea, glug glug glug, down it goes.
Ne, oni vybral tu Paimoninu riddlu, že jo? A nikomu to nebude dávat smysl. Já přísám, že to nikdo neuhádne a bude to takový cringe a já nesnáším cringe.
That's Paimon's! They picked Paimon's riddle! Yay!
Není to Paimon. Není odpověď sama Paimon? A nebo...
What is it? Why isn't anyone guessing? Is Paimon's riddle too hard?
That's not quite it. More like, it's so ludicrously simple that we just cannot believe it.
What? No way! Well, go on then. Tell us the answer if you're so sure.
The answer is Paimon.
What?
It's Paimon.
Is it?
I was actually gonna say Paimon too.
Me too.
No! You're all completely...
Paimon, do you have wings behind your...
No.
You're always floating, but you never seem to get tired of it.
And Paimon has a very healthy appetite, which must cost the traveler a lot of mora and meal expenses.
Heard from the senior knights that the traveler rescued Paimon by fishing her out of the sea. So, that means Paimon can't swim. So if she fell in the...
Glug, glug, glug. Wait! Now Paimon's doubting herself. What was the answer again?
Think about it for a moment and admit that Paimon is the answer.
No! You're all wrong. The answer to Paimon's riddle is obviously the Jade Chamber.
Is that so? In fact,
Yeah.
if I just added 2 more lines to the poem, it would be the perfect riddle.
Huh? What do you want to add?
The traveler's companion and talkative guide, a praiseworthy presence always by their side.
Aw, do you mean it? Can we really add that part?
I can vouch for it.
You think so cute? Okay, then Paimon would like to announce that the correct answer to the riddle...
Great!
Yeah, why the other
And
Paimon?
with
Yes,
that,
blah blah.
The widely adored Paimon has gifted a point each to everyone who answered just now.
More riddles and giggles fill the air.
Guessing riddles is a lot of fun. And even though Paimon didn't manage to beat Shinto, Paimon still feels like she got a little smarter.
I don't think so.
Oh, didn't Changyu mention he was investigating something before? Let's go ask him about it.
We need to save the world from something.
Hey, you two!
You fought.
Oh? Hi, Paimon. You know, for a moment there, I was worried I might lose to you.
Oh, are you collecting your prize right now?
I am indeed. Though, if you really want it, I'd be more than happy to give it to you.
Podle toho, co to je.
Seriously? Wow, what is it?
A most generous donation by yours truly, as director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Namely, a buy one, get one free coupon for our high-end customized service package. It's a pleasant surprise to learn you're so interested in it, Paimon.
Nope, nuh-uh, no thank you, hard pass, you can keep it.
Are you sure? In
Damn.
that case, I'll gladly take it.
Here you are. Now remember, this package comes with our anytime, anywhere, on-demand collection service. Just give us a call and we'll be right there. With any luck, we'll still show up even if you're unable to call.
So, to what do we owe the honor, Paimon?
What do you mean we? Changyun's the one Paimon's looking for, not you. Wasn't he saying something?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sorry.
That.
S tím potřebuješ pomoc.
How about I put it in riddle form?
Huh? Isn't the competition competition over?
'Twas like a demon not demonic, or devil devoid of the diabolic. Afar it floated free above the ground, but when approached, though sought, naught could be found.
Sounds to me like you encountered a ghastly little ghosty in the wild.
Perhaps I should just explain it. Basically, while I was training this morning, I suddenly caught sight of a non-human entity. It was floating in the air without any kind of external aid, and its body was almost transparent. At first I thought I'd finally encountered a demon that wasn't repelled by my pure yang spirit, and immediately prepared to exorcise it. But none of my methods had any effect on it. And when I went to try and get a closer look at it and tried to ascertain what I was dealing with, it disappeared into thin air.
You're sure it's not a ghost or spirit of some kind?
Quite sure. I could sense that it had a physical body, and if it were a spirit, I'm sure it would have been scared away long before I saw it. It's all my fault. I got overexcited, and in my haste, I didn't ascertain its true nature before taking action. Thinking back on it, if it wasn't an evil spirit, maybe I offended some kind of adeptus, or illuminated beast.
You shouldn't blame yourself. It was something you'd never seen before. Anyone else would have reacted the same way. Besides, we're making up for it now by doing our best to find out the truth.
Any thoughts, Venti? Have you managed to untangle Chongyun's twisted tail?
Why don't you take a guess first, Tutao?
Oh, that means you have.
I can't be absolutely certain, but I'm reasonably sure it's not what Liyue would call an evil spirit or demon. So whatever it is, it's not dangerous. How about this? We can incorporate a search element into tomorrow's poetry activity.
Oh, does that mean we get to play outside while we write poetry?
Close, but no. Good ideas
But no.
could just pop into your head out of thin air, but if you ask me, everyone should relax tonight and get a good rest before tomorrow.
You say that, but your gaze keeps drifting over towards the wine stand.
Part 1 complete. Congenial gathering. Diona teďka v té první části neměla moc věci. To jsou nějaký minihry. Jo, ty dva bych si dokázal představit spolu. Well, 100 pace hurling rights. Dingji is busy near Wangshuin. Buies. Tak. Vezmeme to od zhora, takže jako první se budeme zabývat tady jima. Tak, jsem zpátky a vymyslel jsem další program, co jsme mohli dělat. A tak já jsem popřemýšlel a zkonzultoval různé možnosti a tahleta možnost bude asi nejvhodnější pro tento díl. Ještě předtím se podíváme, jestli jsme do inventáře dostali tu věc. Jumpty Dumpty Dodoko tu nikde není. Where did you go? Co seš? Jo, to je furnishing, jakože vyloženě. Jo, tak to placnou ve svý půvabný čtvrtý dimenzi. Takže k části druhé tohoto videa, tohoto dílu, který bude možná kratší, nebo stejně dlouhý, a navíc partů podle toho, jak to bude, já nevím. Tak moc jsem se nespojiloval, abych se koukal, jak dlouhý je to, co budeme dělat. Protože když už jsme udělali ten event, tak jsem mohl všimnout, že tu je ještě ten druhý event, který nevyžaduje endgame sumeru věci nebo nějaký fontaine věci, kde jsme nebyli, anebo co jsme neudělali. Tohle koncernuje jenom Mondtstad a Liyue, ty základní archon questy, že celá archon linka pro Mondtstad a celá archon linka pro Liyue. Tam už jsme byli, dodělali dávno. Takže půjdeme na to. A jestli to bude mít nějaký fáze, tak ty hod budou zamčený, ale jakož to není tak dlouho, co to tu je, takže to bude možná zamčený. Takže to rovnou se do toho vnoříme a uvidíme, what is going on. Yeah, we hear that Mondtstad and Liyue are hosting a joint event and you decide to take a look. Waterborne poetry. People pass to and fro beneath the stone gate, and the scent of dandelion wine drifts in the air alongside laughter and cheer. The wending water and wafting winds greet the start of a poetic adventure with friends. Aha. A budeme mít do ikonu tady. Jdeme se podívat sem. Wang Shuin. Hello, Soraya. Jsem tady v tvý sumerský zemi už jsem byl, takže I can talk to you about it if you want. What are you doing? Nothing. I'm setting up a bomb. A game I'm responsible for. Have you heard of the You wanted to connect a bunch of rays to chuck things long distances? You're perceptive and got it half right. It is about throwing things. I learned this game from an ancient book. The rules dictate that all participants must be sitting down. You must adopt a special sitting posture, which I shall not demonstrate. From the sitting position, the participants follow the music's rhythm and throw darts into pots. And there are many ways to throw the darts into pots. For example, the first dart pot is called a first, and subsequent dart is called a streak. If the dart hits the handles of the pot, it's called piercing. If a dart is thrown through the neck of the pot, bouncing out of the pot, it's called valiant. There is no way to remember all that. You don't need all those terms. Remembering them is my job. Anyway, you'd like to know the goal is to throw as many darts into the pot as you can before the time runs out. Sure. Vůbec nebudu potřebovat vědět, jaký přesně throw je kolik bodů. Rules say whoever tosses the most darts in the pot wins. As for rules, require to lose a drink and write a poem. I can't really ask everybody who's that now, can I? I'm almost done setting up the game. You can try it now if you're interested. Throw darts. Hitting any spot on the pot will award points. Holding the throw button will allow you to aim. Release the throw. It has many holding pots within time limit. Change around once the time is up and no more pots on the field. Pust mě tam k tomu. Co je za náma? Tohle tady je několik fází. Holding pot 25, slay pot 25 taky. Deploying pots. Ordinary holding pot, which will award 25 points. Slay pots are special created by the organizer that will award 25 points when hit, just hit. For a short time after you can fire off multiple darts consecutively. Takže pota, která vydrží a pokaždý, když ji trefíme, tak dá 25, I see. Já jsem existují nějaký webovky tohohle stylu, které mají podobnou funkci. Já se, že mám nekonečno nábojů. Jo, mám nekonečno nábojů a I don't know what's happening. I see. Done. Jsem ty kruhy měl trefovat taky? Ring of Rights. The score gain will be doubled. I see. Wow, hodně ornatovaný a nějaký zlatý vázy. Jaký je dobrý score? 600 a výš, takže got it. Speciální poetry body na nějaký shop or something. Leewayský weapon materiál, ani nějaký materiál základní. Tak, všechno for now. Poetry Gala Fervor. Jo, jaký je ten shopík? Co to je? Ballad of the Boundless Blue. Energy recharge for Stara. Within 6 seconds after attack hits an opponent, normal attack damage will be increased and charge attack damage will be also increased. Je damage up na normální útoky prostě. An anthology of development monsters concerning the skies, dandelions and others quite such topics. OK, zajímavý. Jo, tady ty věci je na refinement speciální. A ty fialový weapon materiály z obou regionů. A zlatá korunka. Který jsem snad nikdy nepoužil. We survivors seem to be thinking about something. No, to se tak někdo jmenuje? Je takový chudák. Jak nechtěl mi tak debilní jméno. What do you have for a game? I'm calling it Inspiration Manifestation, whatever. Yeah, I've got out, but people. You mean drinking, and more drinking? Hilarious. So using what last you just follow is certainly a good idea. Let me write that down. Boy, wine alone is not enough to inspire. We seek out inspiration, traveling. I don't care. You can turn your life into a game. Of course. There are a few tabletop designers. Takže to bude podobně jako ta Dodoko věc do začátku. Ne, bude to nějaká arenovitá věc. After challenging characters who defeat opponents within malinký nějaký okruh, který tam bude vyznačený, will obtain inspiring crystals. Inspiring crystals will rupture every 40 seconds. The rupture will unleash a shockwave that deals immense damage. And the shockwave's damage is for from the percent, yes. While the inspiring crystal waiting to rupture Mythic Nexus. Mythic Nexus will appear, což will be very tough and hard to defeat. Uvidíme, až se k ním dostanu já. Skill use of inspiring crystals or to rupture. Neboomnou ty inspiring krystaly po určitým time limitu, jak bych si to mohl načasovat nebo to použít. Next, if the Mythic Nexus has not been defeated, the crystals will not begin to stack. That's one after that happens, crystals begin to stack again. Opponents of various kinds will stop on once more. Samozřejmě jsem nepochopil vůbec nic z toho, takže nejste sami, takže to prostě jenom zkusím v prvním roundu. Megalomanská tuna hubiček ze Sumeru. v Mondtstadu eventu. Cool. Jak tematické. Jo, unlock and 5 hours today, jako. Takže jedno kolo. Takže hubičkové kolo, takže se skládáme si náš hvězdný tým. Miss A, Kokomi, pak Miss Nahida, a.k.a. Kusanali, Mr. Zhang Li. Very smart man that is not special. Jak to tak je deal at the opponent's position, to je jenom, že to delay damageem, takže mě to nezajímá.
Hold the line. Everyone hold hands.
Shine down!
Let's move up. Hey. I see everything.
This is order.
This may hurt a little. Make yourselves at home.
Co se jmenuje tohle?
Illusion shattered!
Okay, tak to zemřelo, I guess.
Rest and rebuild.
Si ty věci tady v podstatě dějou sami.
Let's move up. Everyone hold hands.
Order guide you.
I see everything.
Inazuma shines eternal! There is no escape!
Rise. This is order.
Everyone hold hands. Allow me.
Illusion shattered!
Hey,
Now you shall perish!
Kolik jich mám zabít? Jo, 3 ty super monstra nějaký. Hodím štít. Přestaň se hýbat, prosím.
Shine down!
A to. To je 2000 bodů. Good enough? Jo, přesně 2000 bodů je akorát ten limit. Thank you. Hvězdný tým zdolal challenge na první pokus. Je to prostě jenom masový zabíjení a dostatečně rychle, aby se stihli zaničit dostatek těch malých, aby se vysunul ten velký, než uběhne ta časomíra tam ty věci. Jo, tady to má taky svoji Battle Passová věc. Reach 1000 score in Deep Contemplation, Inspiration Eruption, to co jsme teď dělali. Cool. Odpás level 29. Jo, tady si tvoříme něco. Poetry Gara Fervor jako takovej. Jo, já si vyzvednu coiny a gemy. Nezvěděl jsem 200, takže mám knížku. To bylo rychlý. Tohle jsme taky okusili jeden round a teď tohleto jeden round. Jo, tohle ten famfulín, kolem kterého jsem prošel. Next painting is what are you doing? Nějaký malování. I'm Balto, a painter. The match video is as long as my hand can restore the painting to its original state. You just repaint them? V podstatě jo, ne. Je to jako Ship of Theseus. Prostě nahrazuješ části, dokud ta celá loď je nerestarnutá, ale ani jeden kousek není originální. Sounds complicated. I don't want to read it. Yeah, preservation of paintings, I understand. O čem bude ta minihra? Painter, on mluví pořád o sobě, že jo? That's why I'm here today. Výkladní nezačal, jo? Please make up what's earlier in good landscapes, figures and canyon drawings on children. Creators for crayon drawings? It's a valid mission. It's super stupid, but sure. You're excited to have any match to convince yourself. Do you know how to do crayon drawings? Sure, I'm totally knew how to do crayon drawings. Could you do me a favor and draw with crayons? My crayons jsou dělaný z vosku. Crayons jsou česky voskovky. Takže to se týče materiálu, ze kterého jsou voskovky udělaný. Vosk. Dali by se udělat voskovky v medieval-esk světě? Nevím, jak se vyrábějí voskovky, tak jako to dokážu zodpovědět, ale jestli je na vyrábění voskovek potřeba nějaká mašinérie nebo nějaký stroj, který je vyrábí, tak to by bylo docela jakože moment. Didn't you find the original scenery? Indeed. Not only that, but I also had to do research on materials relevant to the drawing. Takže máš složitější práci, než to vypadá. I'm not artistically gifted. I've already prepared everything you need. Potřebuji se jenom zúčastnit, nic víc nevyžaduju. Oh, I need to take photos with camera? Sure, I can do that. Že budu zase cestovat po místech a budu fotit, jo? Tak to už tu jednou bylo. Sketch, you mean like... It doesn't seem to be a bit much. Yeah, it is a lot. I'm just that crazy. Studying photos, I trust it to you. I shall start restoring the paintings. Jo, takže jsou paintingy, ale jsou částečně rozbitý, ale na těch střípkách vidím krajinu a já jim ty střepy musím nalajnovat s tím místem, odkud je ten point of view. Neboli něco, co už tu podobného bylo. Akorát, že jsem dostal prostě fotku jakože úplně celou. A měl jsem najít prostě bez pomoci, odkud to bylo. Akorát to bylo o něco těžší v tom, že tam nebyla Dawn Winery, ty vole. Že to prostě byla prostě totálně random krajina, prostě někde uprostřed ničeho a teď prostě ho hledej. They will have missing scenery objects, you may have just your viewing angle multiple times. I'm saying that they're completely filled in, yes, I understand. Yes. Go to challenge 1 of 4, protože to je jediný otevřený. The City of Wine and Song. Well, we're obviously over here. Select this one. Aby ty outliny matchovaly. Já match, I see. Ta socha matchuje, ale je jinak natočená, ale ta socha je přímou čarou prostě před tou katedrálou. Ale tento obrázku je ta katedrála prostě a ta socha vedle sebe. What the fuck? Samozřejmě, že to nemůžu nalajnovat celý na jeden vers, protože se ten ten, kdo to maloval, si tyhle ty věci prostě absolutně vymyslel. Že record missing object. O pixel jsem to posunul. Tady ty věci. Já to mám button, aby se věci hýbaly pomalu. Mám low DPI button, yes. Jsou ty hrany, tou jednou bílou čarou. Pixelu. Zhruba. Jo, to je jako na čas. Tak to bylo trošku šišmo. Missing objects found. V čem je teď jako je v tom nějaký čas, nějaká časomíra? Acquire missing scenery for the blood. Jo, takže dostanu sadu 3 fotek na každou z těch 4. Jasně. Jsem se chtěl zeptat mezi jako jestli mi neřeknou kam, ale myslím, že to je celkem jasný. Když jsem se na obrázky těch míst díval. No těch všemi obrázcích nepřišlo věci divný. Ale teď když už vím, tak mi to rozhodně cvakne. Jo, určitě se vsadím, že tyhle ty různý ty ruiny kolem tyhle ty středové věci jsou absolutně v jiném rozpoložení. A tady prostě tyhle ty kopce jsou jinak než tady, ty prostě tam určitě nebudou pasovat tyhle. A jo, ten kopec je prostě takhle a no. Vím. Můžu to udělat i tak. Prostě zhruba klik. Zhruba klik. Lien Stravos, nejseš to náhodou ty? Trouble Lien. I'm out of carrots. I need 2 carrots. Come see me. Určitě bude těžký najít ten carrots. Thank you. This is for you. Mwah. Okay, all the way over here. Lehce mě štve z artistického hlediska, by se dal říct, nevím, jestli to úplně přesný ten výraz pro to, co myslím, ale je to nejblíž. Že v podstatě mě štve, že nemusím technicky vzato to tam nalajnovat přesně, že to můžu hodit prostě totálně bokem, jenom trochu jakože blízko a ono mi to prostě uzná. A že to prostě tu skládačku že to není prostě z nějakého místa, kde to reálně tak vypadá. Že to prostě je prostě několik věcí, prostě, které se nacházejí v jedné lokaci, prostě totálně random rozhozený a prostě s bojem. To mě taky štve. Já si to hezky nalajnu like it should be. Je tam vidět ten Ruingar. Z tohohle úhlu zrovna ne, ten asi kouká tím opačným směrem vlastně. Ale je tam. Zrovna Mondtstadu je ten originální první Ruingar, který byl silnější než kdokoliv jiný. Tak. Plně jsme kopulku. Já. Sloppy here, broken one here. Ano, on to posunul vyloženě tam, kde ten sloup ani nebyl. Že to celý je šoupnutý úplně blbě. Jo, protože ten kámen byl prostě podle obrázku je kámen prostě končí někde tady, když končí tady, sure. Takže to ani podle toho to není přesně alignované, ono dělat prostě to snapnou vedle. Wow, smh. 3 knížečky moc starostí od každý klasy. Thank you. Mám 330 za první roundy. Takže teďka bude druhý den. A uvidíme, co se bude dít dneska.
Wow, everyone got here so early.
The sun is shining bright today. As soon as that leaf floats past Stonegate, we shall reveal today's poetry theme.
The theme of the second day of the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala is pairing couplets.
Pairing couplets.
What does that mean?
It's a Liyue art form where you have to create new lines of poetry based on fixed rules. Kind of like a fill-in-the-blanks game, but for poetry.
Aspoň to říká nahlas.
Heaven and earth, rain and wind, the endless sky and the boundless land, forest boars and ocean shrimp, lavender melons and matsutake shrooms. Based on a given line of poetry, you must create the second line to form a pair, or couplet. As long as you take inspiration from the wide world around you, you'll find it's not so difficult after all. The two lines should be neatly matched, complementing each other both semantically and rhythmically. In essence, it's just like most other forms of poetry.
To buoy your imaginations and allow the winds of inspiration to fill your sails, we've added an additional component, an inspiration walk.
That's not what you wrote. What the fuck? Inspiration walk. Text. A nature tour. Přečetl jsi ten voice actor jako tu lineu?
An inspiration walk?
It said nature. It said nature tour, ale okay.
By inspiration walk, we simply mean
A teď to
wandering
říká
around the
inspiration walk.
wild, taking in the scenery and pocketing any poetic thoughts.
Oni chtěli tam asi od začátku plánovali to nazvat Inspiration Walk, ale prostě napsali tam poprvé Nature Tour, protože to byl jedna asi z variací, jak by to mohli nazvat. Měl několik variací a pak se rozhodli pro Inspiration Walk. Ale tam to nepřepsali prostě, takže to tam zůstalo, i když to je prostě něco jiného.
Of course, to all our
Okay.
friends, old and new, please be careful while out and about. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is already fully booked for the month ahead, and if there's any more demand, I'll be the only one with a smile on my face.
Damn.
In short, please roam freely as the mood takes you. Enjoy the spectacular scenery of our two beautiful nations, and fill your imaginations with the most pleasing of poetry. We will all reconvene here tonight.
Jestli někdo z vás zemře, tak to budu šťastná jenom já. Takže, please don't.
Traveler, can you round up Xingqiu, Chongyun, and the Mondtstadu contingent? I have a favor to ask of you.
Oh, is it that thing from yesterday?
No problem.
Thanks. I'm counting on you.
Jsou přímo tamhle, ale okay.
So, we hope that each of you can keep an eye out for this while you're out on your inspiration walk.
Are you sure this is okay? It was just something I ran into, and now we're imposing my business on everyone else.
Oh, please don't say that, Mr. Chongyun. Master Jean ordered us to work with you however we can to improve cooperation. Helping each other out is exactly what we're here for.
Besides, investigating any strange occurrences near Mondstadt and making a report to the Knights of Avonius is also part of our job.
I don't mind either, because while we're out, I can look for new cocktail ingredients too. Just think of it like an outing with friends. It'll be fun.
I don't make them feel bad.
The way I see it, you should just humbly accept their willingness to help.
All right. In that case, thank you all very much. I will be sure to repay your kindness someday.
Now, how about we split into 2 groups for the day?
You mean to cover more ground?
Not just that. Don't forget, this is still part of the poetry gala.
Jo, ta poetická parta se pořád děje.
If we all see the same sights and sounds during our inspiration walk, how can we write unique poems?
That's true. But how do we decide who goes in which group?
Why don't we draw lots?
Yeah! That'll make things even more fun!
Drawing lots?
Randomizer.
I end up with the Liyue crowd, and I can't think of anything to say to them.
Mika, of course, introvert.
I've got the slips of paper here. Who wants to go first?
Oh, Paimon! Paimon wants to go first!
Si s tím dokážu soucítit. Prostě nechci jít s těma lidma, který neznám. Vůbec bych s těma nevěděl, co dělat. Jestli Lumina a Paimon budou spolu, tak to budou takový hacky.
Traveler, Paimon, Diona and Chongyun
Jo,
in
jasně.
one group, and Sincho, Mika and Noelle in the other.
Takže Diona s Chongyunem a celá ta mondstadská skupina vyfasovala Xinqiu. OK. No zlivé to je jenom Xinqiu a Chongyun, takže that's it. Ale stejně.
What a relief. At least I'll have Noelle with me.
Noel může být extrovertní a tolkovat a ty můžeš občas něco špitnout. Tak to taktiku používám a je to velmi dostačující.
Then I humbly place myself at your instruction.
Oh, I don't think...
Also await your guidance.
Wow. Taking a stroll, that's the plan.
Here, everyone.
Let's go.
See you all tonight.
Did anyone forget to bring anything? If not, then let's get going! Dun, 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 dun. Come on!
Wow.
Dun,
Are
dun, dun,
those
dun.
ears and tail real? Oh, fluffy.
Yes,
All right.
they're real.
Miss Diona, is there some place in particular you would like to go?
Just call me Diona. Since we're trying to find that thing you saw, why don't we start with the place you saw it last time?
Yeah. Let's go get inspired.
Then, everyone, follow me.
Yep, he's there. Hey, part 2 starting. Tears among the leaves. Wait, who's that? Extra
For your
content?
inspiration walks. I'm looking forward to some splendid poetry tonight.
Oh yeah, what are you gonna do? Prostě něco schovává? Poetry riddle. Upon thieving hearts, its essence lies. Not in silver nor gold, but gilded nests. This emblem grants them courage to rise and summon the ravens as noble guests. Guess an object. What? To ne. Jo, my tamhle. To bude nejefektivnější asi odsud. Tak. Máme pořád Lumininu grupu, jak to bylo minule.
Let me scrap. Oh, it's reveal thyself.
Mona Fischl a Nahida. Lumina je tam takové jakože doplněk, kdybych náhodou ji potřeboval. A zkoušel jsem ji samozřejmě při nějakém letmém boji off screenu a myslím, že si tu grupu nechám na díl, protože má docela dobrou synergii. To, že Fischl může vysomnout toho Ravena, který plive elektriku na nějakou dobu, ona může položit věci na zem, který distraktujou a taky pokládají vodu a najídají a označí dendrem, což reaguje s obojema dvěma těma věcma předtím. Takže všechny tři věci v podstatě jsou na bitevním poli nějakou dobu a reagují mezi sebou, i kdybych nic nedělal. Vždycky jenom vezmu nějakou postavu a přidávám. To je zajímavý koncept.
Next to the water. That's where I saw it. But it was a little foggy at the time, so I didn't get a clear look.
The view from here is great, but there's kind of a gloomy atmosphere around here. Is this the kind of place you like to take a walk?
I wasn't taking a walk. I come here to train.
Train? Like how knights train for combat?
It's a bit different. As an exorcist of Liyue, my training involves practicing techniques for the exorcism of evil spirits.
Exorcism?
I've always wanted to demonstrate the power of exorcism, but it's a pity. I've never actually gotten the chance.
Changyun is 1 in a million. He has pure yang spirit, so as soon as he gets close, evil spirits run and hide. Huh? Isn't that a good thing?
It's awful. Have you ever heard of an exorcist that's never seen an evil spirit? A lot of people think I'm a fraud because of this condition of mine.
Your physical constitution is
Hey,
far better than the technique still passed on by exorcists today. You should treasure it.
Conqueror of
Damn.
demons.
Is that a friend of yours? Yep, this is Xiao, an adeptus of Liyue. An adeptus? Wow, I've never seen one of those before. Hello, Mr. Adeptus?
Just call me Xiao.
So, are you here to train too? Or are you out for an inspiration walk?
When I heard about the exorcist's encounter, my suspicions were roused. That's why I'm here. I've already informed the owner of the inn. If you see anything out of the ordinary, return immediately and leave it to me.
I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to drag even the Conqueror of Demons into this.
I have already patrolled the area and found nothing amiss. Either the anomaly you encountered was no evil spirit, or perhaps it already left.
I guess that means we came all this way for nothing.
If there's no other business, I'll be taking my leave now.
Yeah, you should come. There's no one else around here anyway, so you don't need to worry.
But
I would also be honored if you joined us, Adeptus Xiao. It is a rare opportunity, and I have many questions about exorcising evil spirits that I would like to ask you.
fine.
Seems like this Adeptus is pretty shy. Or maybe all the Adepti in Liyue are like this. Team Changyun has a new member! Yay!
What? When did this become my team? Now that Adeptus Xiao is joining us, if anyone's team leader, it should be...
Don't overthink it! Diona, didn't you say you wanted to find some new ingredients? Yeah, I don't get to come to Liyue very often, so I want to gather some new ingredients while I'm here. I've heard that Liyue's Jueyun chilies can set your throat on fire. Is that true? I'm gonna mix them into my drinks and give it a try!
Huh? Julian chilies? I'm not sure that would taste very good.
Really? Perfect! Let's go pick a whole bunch of them.
What the...
Okay, this should be enough.
Diona, you seem really committed to, making alcoholic drinks available to people of all tastes.
What? No, never! I hate alcohol! When grown-ups drink too much, they get that stupid drunk look on their faces, can't speak clearly, and don't even respond properly. Sometimes, they just sleep on the floor all night. Alcohol is the root of all kinds of evil. So, I'm on a mission to mix the most disgusting drink in the whole world and show everyone just how awful alcohol really is. Nothing can stand in my way. If it means coming out to Liyue every day to pick fresh Jueyun chilies, then so be it.
Is it really worth all that effort?
Yeah. Because all my previous efforts have failed. Those stinking booze hounds not only haven't woken up to the truth of how bad alcohol is, they even keep praising my drinks. It makes me furious!
But how is that possible? If this is the kind of stuff you're throwing into their drinks, it must taste absolutely vile. Surely.
Are you calling me a liar? Well, if you don't believe me, I'll fix you a drink right now. Then you'll see.
No need.
Just you wait.
Oh no. Is she really going to add those Jueyun chilies?
If her claims are true, perhaps she too possesses a unique constitution of some kind.
I don't see how it could have anything to do with her. Unless she's under the influence of some kind of power? Maybe an evil spirit.
No. I sense no trace of the demonic in her. Although there are traces of something else. Something rather special. In Liyue, we might say this child has adeptal affinity.
It's ready. Here, I made one for Xiao too.
Oh boy. Look at that color. Yep. She definitely added Jueyun chilies.
What's wrong? You're not allergic to anything, are you? Don't worry, there isn't even any alcohol in it. It's a slime condensate base with a seasoning of Jueyun chilies and finished with frog legs.
Surely there's no way this can possibly taste good. Xiao downed it in a single gulp. Oh, great. If the Conqueror of Demons drank it, it'd be rude of me to refuse. Oh!
Changyan drank his too! Is he gonna be okay?
This drink is...
delicious! It does have a touch of Jueyun chili, but it isn't at all overpowering. It's completely different from Xiangling's cooking or those drinks Xingqiu makes to mess with me. It's crisp and refreshing, with just a hint of numbness, and the Jueyun chili flavor combines with the smooth but not slimy texture of the frog legs to form a heavenly mixture. And oh, the slimes! Can we talk about the slimes? Before this, I never knew that they had such a pure and herby taste, like fresh grass after the rain. The power and purity of nature distilled into a cup. Amazing! Simply unbelievable!
That's right! Slimes are absolutely sublime! Oh, I failed again! But wait, what's gotten into Chongyun? He's been so quiet up until now.
I'm great, and I gotta try another. Diona, if you please, one more. Okay. I think I've calmed down a bit. I'm sorry. I can't believe I let you all see me like that.
It's fine. My fault for not checking your spice tolerance first. Oh, looks like this pure yang spirit isn't such a great thing to have after all.
Actually, before I drank it, I very much doubted what you said about your drinks.
Who'd have thought it? Diona and Chongyun are actually kind of similar. Xiao? What's wrong?
Look over there.
You mean the leaf?
Something's written on it.
What? You can see that from over here? Oh yeah, or it'll get swept away!
There's a poem written on it. The Conqueror of Demons has truly amazing vision.
Let Paimon see! It sounds like the author is writing about the first time they met their true love.
Although the following lines suggest that they didn't end up together.
Why write a poem on a fallen leaf? The flowing waters are ruthless. They carry the leaves away with the current. This poem would likely have vanished into the void had we not found it. It makes no sense to me.
That's true. I've heard Singcho say something similar before. When there's things that you're unable to say, or just never had the chance to say before it was too late, if it can be put on paper, it can be expressed as poetry.
Is it kind of like wishing at a fountain? I used to do that sometimes when I was little. So, that means that our mystery poet was probably hoping that someone would read it, right? You think? Then, should we write a poem in reply?
But we don't know who wrote it. How can we reply?
Why not go upstream?
Upstream? Why?
The ink looks fresh. It can't have been written too long ago. This withered leaf floated down with the current. If we travel further upstream and drop a leaf into the same waters, it should be carried down past the original writer.
Cool! Aw, this is so romantic! Communicating with a mystery person using poems on fallen leaves! But how do we make sure that they'll receive it?
We can write extra copies and drop the leaves in different places. As they say, where there's a will, there's a way. Surely at least one of our leaves will find a path.
Either way, it's our only option.
Then let's make like a tree and head upstream! Upstream, upstream, up we go! Oh, did you think of what to write yet? Ooh, great! Now give it here, and Paimon will toss it into the water!
Things you never had the chance to say before it was too late. When silence is the final word, we mourn the loss of things unheard. I have little talent for, nor knowledge of poetry.
The leaf's in the water! Look, it's like a little boat! Merrily, merrily down the stream, life is but a dream.
We should probably pick up the pace. We still have a few more leaves to set afloat, and we need to get back before it gets dark.
Okay, let's go! Uh-huh. What's this? You two having a private chat?
No, it's nothing. I just hope this isn't all in vain.
The scenery here is quite beautiful. Let's pause here to seek some inspiration.
Should we set up camp? Oh, please wait a moment. I'll pitch the tent.
It's an inspiration walk. There's no need for all that.
Okay. Well, I'll conduct reconnaissance nearby to ensure this area is safe and see if I can't scavenge any firewood or food while I'm at it.
Wait, reconnaissance?
It means survey the environment and plan our route forward. It's the foundation of all operations while out in the wild.
Are all inspiration walks in Mondtstadu this complicated? They're acting like this is completely normal. Am I the weirdo here? In that case, I'll conduct reconnaissance with Mika.
Huh? Oh, okay then. Crumbs. Now I have to try and make small talk. Should I mention the scenery? The weather?
Very well. Then leave the camp to me.
With this wood and the food I brought along, we can definitely put together a decent lunch.
You've got quite a knack at wilderness survival. I'll give you that.
Thanks. I was on an expedition with the Grandmaster of the Knights of Favonius for a while, not too long ago. I was in charge of surveying and mapping.
Oh? You sound like a character from an adventure novel. Charging across the world, sword in hand.
What? No, I'm nowhere near as amazing as all that. If I really run into a powerful enemy, I always leave it for someone stronger to deal with.
You're too modest, Mika. A hero is measured not by the blood on his sword, but by what's in his heart. As long as a righteous heart that yearns to aid others beats within your chest, no matter where you go or what you have achieved, you may be called a hero.
That all sounded pretty profound. Oh, I've never even thought about any of that before.
Hello? Are you okay? Maybe we should return, lest Noelle be forced to wait on us.
Oh, sure.
You're back! Did everything go smoothly? Do you need a cloth to wipe the sweat from your brow?
No need, thanks. All clear. There's no danger in the vicinity. Noelle, your cooking is amazing. Every single dish is so tasty.
Truly astounding. I never imagined it was possible to enjoy such a satisfying meal in the great outdoors.
Really? Then what do you usually eat when you're out on an inspiration walk?
Oh, well, since I usually sneak out from home, I just grab some dried snacks to take with me. Add in whatever fruit I pick along the way, and that's my lunch.
By sneaking out, you mean running away from home?
That's right. Or sometimes I'll tell a cover story like, I'm going out to take care of business.
But if you get caught, won't you get disciplined?
So, just don't get caught.
Huh. Anyway, did anything interesting come up while you were out scouting?
Well, Xingqiu and I talked about what it means to be a hero. Now that I think about it, by Xingqiu's definition, you should be considered a hero too, Noelle.
Huh? Me?
You're always happy to help everyone in the Knights of Favonius. Not only that, but whenever we're out training, you help out the citizens of Mondtstadu. Oh, remember that time when a giant boulder was blocking the road? You cut it in two with a single blow.
Oh? Sounds like she has both a heroic spirit and incredible martial prowess.
Don't. Oh, please don't praise me like that. We should talk about what we came here to do, finding inspiration.
Miss Hu Tao said something about pocketing our poetic thoughts. But so far all we've done is gather some firewood and cook lunch. I have no idea what to write.
You can write about anything. Looking at core Lapis, one can't help but wonder if one's own heart is as bright and clear as jade. Observing silk, so bright and beautiful, one pauses to consider whether it ever feels the sadness and sorrow that humans do.
So we have to connect our internal world with the external one?
Exactly. But that's just one of many possible methods. Perhaps you might gaze out at the bridge in the distance and see a woman leaning on the railing, looking as if her heart is laden by sorrows that even the rushing waters below cannot wash away.
Huh? Wait! I saw her at the gala yesterday. She wrote one of the riddles we answered. Why don't we go say hi?
Hello, ma'am. How fortuitous it is that we meet again.
Hello! Are you here on your inspiration walk too?
Yes. Allow me to introduce ourselves. I am Xingqiu, and this is Noelle and Mika.
Thank you for accepting our answer to your riddle yesterday.
Oh, don't mention it. It's all in good fun. I'm Kelly Roe.
So, Miss Caliroe, are you from Fontaine?
That's right. I was traveling in the area and just happened to see there was a poetry event being held at Stone Gate. It looked fun, so I thought I'd drop in.
Your riddle yesterday made quite an impression on me. It was uniquely evocative. Have you studied Liyue poetry before?
I haven't, actually. I've just picked up a few things here and there from chatting with people throughout my travels.
Amazing! So you're a natural poet.
We noticed you standing on the bridge from quite some distance away. Are you drawing poetic inspiration from the flowing current beneath your feet?
I haven't finished my poem yet. The water here was just so peaceful and calming. I stopped for a moment and lost myself in admiring it.
Well, since we're all here, why not head back with us to the venue for tonight's festivities? It's getting late after all.
Huh? Are you sure?
We can walk and talk. Perhaps the mingling of ideas will give rise to new inspiration.
I'd personally like to hear Miss Callie Roe's couplet. I'm sure I can learn something.
Well, if you're all in agreement, I've got no reason not to join you.
Woohoo! The first team is back, right on schedule.
Huh? The others have yet to return?
Come on! Let's hurry!
We're not too late, are we?
Just how far did you all go?
Everyone catch your breath. Come on, deep breaths. 1, 2. Now, don't panic. The party hasn't started yet.
We made it! Oh, Paimon's exhausted. Paimon gets tired if she has to fly too fast. Oh, not to mention dropping all those leaves. Paimon's hands are cramping up. Huh. Sounds like someone needs to exercise more. Huh? You guys picked up a new teammate while you were out?
Indeed. This is Kelly Roe. I believe you'll remember her from yesterday, though you weren't introduced.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, but you're not the only ones who's called in reinforcements. Look who we got! Wait. Xiao? Where'd he go? Xiao, come on out!
Now that we've all regrouped, let's... Scratch that. Looks like we're still waiting on my co-host.
They say roosters crow at first light, and finches go to bed at night. But Director Hu Tao's always on the ball. Anytime, anywhere, she'll answer your call.
Are the theatrics really necessary? We're already on day 2 of the festival. The opening ceremony is over.
But my dear, dear Paimon, it seems you are not yet aware. That was not for my own sake, but for a special guest who's joining us today.
Director Who's manner is as exuberant as ever. It always makes quite an impression.
Oh boy! Now this is a surprise.
Mr. Zhongli, I hope you are well.
Xingqiu, what can you tell me about Mr. Zhongli? He seems like somebody very important.
Yes, he's held in very high regard in Liyue Harbor. He's extremely erudite in many different domains of knowledge.
Allow me to introduce you all to Zhang Li, a consultant at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. His expertise is limitless, stretching from the celestial orbs to the terrestrial ores, spanning modern and ancient culture, delving into literature both prosaic and poetic. He may be my subordinate, but he is certainly a qualified poetry expert. And so, we have invited him here tonight to judge the compositions.
The director exaggerates. I am but vaguely acquainted with a few lines of classical poetry. Should you consider me to be remiss in my appraisal of your own compositions, please correct me.
Yeah, enough with the modesty already. If I didn't know better, I'd say you seemed nervous. Just focus on judging.
Please rest assured that I shall rise to the occasion, Director.
Let me do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great! Equal numbers on both sides.
Huh? Are you counting me too? Okay, fine. But consider this a favor.
With our Fontaine friend present, perhaps we should rename this event to the Three Nations Congenial Poetry Gala. Also, I'm just noticing that Paimon should only count as a half teammate at most. That kind of puts Team Traveler at a bit of a disadvantage. Well, how about this? I'll join in as well. Director Hutao, here to help out in your hour of greatest need. What does everyone think?
Naturally, the more the merrier. Being the host of the festival shouldn't stop you from having the chance to enjoy it like the rest of us.
Then, it's settled. Everyone else in the audience, feel free to join in too and support your favorite team.
What about me? Shall I keep track of the score?
No need for that. The teams are just a formality. We're all friends here, and this isn't intended to be competitive. But what do you think, Judge Zhongli?
I concur, Director. Moreover, it would be disingenuous to impose upon our friends from Mondtstadu and Fontaine a competition in which they are judged on how rigorously they can adhere to Liyue poetic conventions. Since this is a congenial poetry gala, should we not begin with inspiration and finish with friendly conversation? The aim being for all participants to enjoy themselves.
That's a relief. I was so nervous about this, but it sounds like it's gonna be pretty relaxed.
Couldn't have asked for a better judge. Zhongli said everything I was supposed to say, only far more eloquently. So, without further ado, I shall pass the baton to Venti.
No problem. Friends old and new, put on your thinking caps and take a deep breath of fresh air. The second stage of our poetry gala will now commence. Matching couplets.
Perhaps I could break the ice with a humble contribution to inspire others to share their brilliance. Please listen to the first line in the couplet. Lounging in luxury inside a Shinue kiosk booth, delighting in countless contemporary tastes.
What? He managed to think of one already? Oh, he seems like a real expert at this.
Shinue Kiosk. Should that be paired with Lily Pavilion? Or are they too similar for a couplet? Oh, this is pretty difficult.
Shinue Kiosk. Contemporary tastes? I guess I should pair the modernity of their VIP dining experience with an emblem of the past. Ah! Maybe where I was training that one time. That was quite ancient. The weather was terrible that day. Okay, I got something. Surrounded by history, outside a Tianheng Pass pavilion, as lightning sets the boundless tenebrous skies ablaze.
Wow! Chongyun completed the couplet!
Shinue Kiosk is a renowned modern restaurant, while the mountain pass of Tianheng is a prominent historical landmark. These two iconic locations form a complementary pair. The imagery also contrasts rather well between the two halves of the couplet. One half describing a leisurely and comfortable indoor scene, the other portraying a hazardous outdoor scenario where there is no protection from the elements.
Huh? I was just describing what I experienced that day. I guess I just got lucky. All right then. I guess I'll start the next couplet. Mind pines for Mingyun, flesh confined to Qingse, spirit striding high on Zheyun's clouds.
Oh, Chongyun, you dark horse. Looks like you came to play today.
This conjures the image of one with lofty aspirations, whose life is limited to a small town, but who awaits the opportunity to one day ascend above the clouds. The use of various locations for their symbolism is quite novel indeed.
Oh! Soul shines like jadestone, dressed in finest silkware. Lucent heart still beats within me now.
Wow, how did Noelle do that?
A superb line. It employs the metaphor of precious stone to describe one of noble and moral character, with a pure and clear heart. The symbolism in this case is centered around objects, truly the work of a skilled poet.
That was a commendable couplet.
All thanks to your guidance while we were out on our inspiration walk.
I'd like to start the next couplet. Up into the misty karst, down among the grassy marsh, all for lotus seed and bird egg soup.
Lotus seed and bird egg soup? What is it, Diona? Did you think of a second line for the couplet? No. Everyone's poems are so complicated. I need more time just to understand them. But when I heard lotus seed and bird egg soup, it made me think of berry and mint burst. Maybe because I mixed a similar drink recently.
North beyond the Starfell Lake, south across the windswept plains, just for berry squeezed and mint infused.
No wonder everyone praises the traveler so highly. You answered so quickly.
Both halves of this couplet require intimate knowledge of the terrain in question and the local plants that may be found there. The two of you are clearly both seasoned travelers.
Does this mean I helped? Meowza!
Hey now, Zhongli. Don't just praise everything you hear. You should question and press them a bit. Don't worry about upsetting anyone. After all, I'm here to take the heat. Then allow me to try another. Qingxin has no heart. Still, it soothes the human heart.
Is she talking about the medicinal effects of Qingxin? This is a hard one to match.
Sweet dream is no dream, yet it nurtures people's dreams.
Sweet dream. Does that really match?
Since the suitability of the match has been queried, I shall act according to the director's wishes and ask you, what is the link between Sweet Dream and Qingxin?
Oh, you mean eating a delicious dessert before bed will make you sleep well, right? You're amazing!
Then I agree. The two halves of the couplet match. This point is well deserved.
Points for me, points for thee. This judge gives out points for free. But if you ask me, everyone's being a little too conventional so far. Let's push the envelope a little. Go nuts!
Oh? In that case, why don't you finish this one for me, Hu Tao? Round moon in the heavens, full moon at night. Celebrate with circle of friends.
Oh, square meals in the basement. Big bowls of rice, decorate with cuboids of meat.
Huh? What the?
We have ourselves a pedant's couplet. The two halves have no thematic connection, yet each word has its perfect parallel, meaning the two halves do form a cohesive whole. The strict pairings make this no easier to achieve than a thematically coherent couplet.
Blah, 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 blah. So verbose. Zhongli, just tell me if I got a point or not.
Of course you did. I presumed it went without saying.
Ahem. Through Cheongji, I walked 100 miles. At Guili, I ended my march. In Dihua, the silver grass grows in two styles, but horsetails don't trot out the marsh.
From vendors, I bought some 15 steaks. At dinner, I sizzled the lots. At pressure, the tenderloin cooks in 2 ticks, but 15 won't fit in the pots.
Huh?
So that's a pedant's couplet. Paimon thinks she can do that too.
I thought of one. Wolf hooks can't hook Baron Bunny.
Aw, that's a cute couplet.
Sweet flowers can't outsweet Sister Barbara.
Huh?
Now, that's the passion we like to see. Although, unfortunately, your response was technically one word too long.
In that case, Whopper flowers can't whop Jumpy Dumpty.
Oh, this Mondtstader's got talents.
I'm so relieved I at least managed to get one.
Nestling by a roaring fire, scent of tea wafts from the stove, reading through the heart of clear springs.
Wow, Noelle came up with another one! Come on, match the couplet! Paimon knows you can do it! Do you really think Paimon has what it takes? Fine, Paimon will give it a whirl. Nestling by a roaring fire, scent of tea wafts from the stove, reading through the heart of clear springs. Seething in the pouring rain, sword of pain swipes at my foe, beating up the eye of the storm. What? Really?
Yes, very good. The image of challenging powerful foes in the harshest of conditions seemed to manifest before my eyes, and it was perfectly juxtaposed against the atmosphere of leisurely reading with a cup of freshly brewed tea.
Really? Maybe Paimon has a knack for this after all.
It appears that my services as a judge are no longer needed.
Paimon's so happy! Paimon managed to match a bunch of couplets at the end. You did hear them all, right?
I really enjoyed myself too. Oh, I never knew Liyue's couplet poetry was so much fun.
You were amazing today, Noelle. You did so many couplets. Paimon especially liked your one about reading Heart of Clear Springs. Paimon never could have thought of that.
Miss Kelly Roy, are you okay? You look like you're getting tired.
Don't worry, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Although, I do have a question I'd like to ask. Have all of you read Heart of Clear Springs?
I haven't actually read it.
My dad told me the story once. It's about a spring fairy and a young boy.
Oh yes, the story of a spring fairy who left her homeland and met a boy under the moonlight in a faraway land. The boy poured out his heart to her, and she listened to his stories. Over time, the boy grew up and began to develop feelings for the spring fairy. But the spring fairy didn't understand human love and was afraid that making a promise to him would ultimately end in tragedy. And so, I don't know if Diona's father mentioned the part about the kiss to her.
In the end, the spring fairy left the boy and was never heard from again.
Ah, yes, that's it. Many years went by, and the boy became an old man, but he never stopped believing that the fairy was real and not just a dream.
Sounds like a tragic tale.
So, what do you guys think of the spring fairy in the story?
I'm sure she made her decision with the best of intentions, but the boy couldn't hope to understand why she left. It's a shame that the misunderstanding never got cleared up.
Well, do you think she should go back and see that boy again, if she ever had another chance?
Now? But isn't he an old man by the end of the story?
Isn't it a bit late? What if it just led to more regrets? Oh, sorry. Oh, maybe I'm being too pessimistic.
If Paimon was that boy... Actually, Paimon would definitely want to see the Spring Fairy again, no matter how old Paimon got. After all, she's the love of his life, right?
I see.
Oh? Looks like the party's still going strong over here. Are you coming up with more couplets? Need my help?
Stick to hosting, Tone Deaf Bard. If you get involved, you'll only match every couplet yourself and not leave any for the rest of us.
I never knew you had such a high opinion of my abilities, Paimon. But the couplet games are all over now. Tomorrow's theme is freestyle poetry.
Do we have to share our own poems with everyone?
That's right. If you're not feeling confident, don't worry. It's never too late to register for Venti's Poetry Cram class.
I'll sign up.
Oh, me too.
Hold on there, Buster. Before you start peddling your classes, just how much freedom is there with this freestyle poetry exactly? Aren't there any requirements at all?
It's as free as the winds that blow. And there's nothing freer. There are no limits to genre, form, content, or anything else. So long as it comes from the heart, you're welcome to put it into poetry. Give it a try. There's no better chance to express your innermost thoughts.
Whoa, that's almost too much freedom. Paimon can't decide which way to go. Our travels, or maybe all the food that the travelers cooked for Paimon. Will you come too, Kelly Roy? Paimon wants to see what you write.
Oh, yes. I'll be there.
Ugh, my nose is starting to itch again. All right, I shall leave you to privately ponder your poems and bid you all good night. See you tomorrow.
Huh? Looks like we're a few people short today.
Morning, friends. Singcho said he wants to take some time and focus on writing poems, so he'll join us later.
Noelle has other duties today, so she asked me to tell everyone not to wait up for her.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. What about Kelly Roy, though? She said she'd be here.
I got here really early, but I haven't seen her yet.
Are you talking about the girl with the blue hair? I saw her on the bridge near Dihua Marsh during my morning training. She looked a little upset, so I didn't want to disturb her.
Upset? Oh no, what should we do? Was it something we said last night? Oh, Paimon's worried.
I agree. If she's run into some kind of trouble, I'd like to help her.
Huh? You're all going? Then I'm coming too.
Shall we start with the bridge? We're all here a little early, so there should be time.
Good idea. We'll be back in a jiffy.
Oh, so this is the place? We ran into her here yesterday too. She looked like something was weighing on her mind then as well.
It's also not far from where we were dropping those leaves.
Huh. Leaves?
Oh, right. We were so busy matching couplets we forgot to mention.
Interesting. I wonder, could Miss Callie Roy have been the one who wrote that poem on the leaf?
What makes you say that?
Oh, sorry. Nothing. Well, nothing concrete. Just a hunch, I guess. It's just, that poem on the leaf kinda gave me the same feeling as when I saw her yesterday. So much sadness.
Now that you mention it, this is upstream from where we found the poem.
Huh? Hey, look! Over there! Another leaf! Wow, you're right! And this one has writing on it too! After that leaf! Oh, why does it have to float so quickly? Can't you just fly over and grab it? But Paimon can't swim. What if Paimon accidentally falls into the water?
stopped.
No! Whew. We finally caught it.
Are the words still legible, or have they been washed out?
Looks like the ink's intact. Let Paimon take a look at what it says. Huh? This is related to the poem we wrote in reply yesterday. She must have picked up one of our leaves. Spring. Young boy. It's looking a lot like Callie Roe was the one who wrote this.
She seems to care a lot about that story, huh?
Actually, when Paimon first saw her, Paimon was wondering, do you think... is it possible that she's,
Based on the current and accounting for wind strength, everyone, please follow me.
Callie Roe, are you okay? What's that?
It's a huge water droplet!
This is exactly what I saw the other day.
Huh? Why are you all looking at me like that? Oh no! My body... is it...
That voice is definitely Callie Roy's.
How did this happen? Please wait a moment. Oh no. Did I use up too much energy?
How did you... What's going on here? Miss Callie Roe, are you some kind of adeptus?
No. I'm so sorry for deceiving you all for so long. Actually, I'm an Oceanid who flowed here from Fontaine long ago.
What's an Oceanid?
Ah, the Grandmaster has mentioned them before. The Oceanids were the familiars of the former Hydro Archon. They all fled Fontaine after the Archon died and settled across the world.
That's correct. Though, to tell you the truth, I can't even completely recall how I found myself here. I have a vague impression of my ancestral home, but I can't recall clearly anything I saw on my journey. All I know is that by the time I arrived in Mondtstadu, I had lost most of my power and couldn't even sustain a physical form. Eventually, I settled in a place called Springvale, where I slowly began to regain my power. Springvale is a serene and beautiful place. The water that flows through there is clear and pure, just like the hearts of the people who dwell there.
So you're the Spring Fairy of Springvale?
Yes, Diona, and I remember you too, you know. When you were little, you often came to the spring at night to speak with me.
Really? You're not messing with me, are ya?
I always thought that was just a local legend.
Your favorite little pillow, the fish one? Its name is Bubbles, is it not?
Yep! All those childhood memories. So they weren't just a dream.
So, if this is true, then all those things written on the leaves...
I see. So you were the ones who found my leaf. Well, you are correct. The Spring Fairy and Heart of Clear Springs is me.
No wonder you were asking us so many questions about it. So, the boy from the story...
is Finch. I always loved listening to people's dreams, and still do to this day. Whether they're beautiful, sad, or filled with emotions I couldn't understand at the time. One night, a little boy came to the spring. The tears that fell from his face were more fragile than a moonbeam, and purer than the morning dew. I like humans, and wanted to understand them better. I also wanted to make sense of the feelings contained in his tears that were, then, a mystery to me. Yes, we often met under the stars, sharing our stories with one another. Sometimes, we'd stay up all night and see who would hear the first bird chirping from the boughs, or the first cicada of summer.
Aw, that sounds lovely.
But
One day, just like the book says, I saw an emotion in Finch's eyes that I couldn't reciprocate. I felt out of my depth, in uncharted waters. But I knew all too well that we Lockfolk face a very different fate from that of humans. Whatever was happening, I didn't want it to lead to Finch writing a chapter of his life that he would later come to regret. So, I fled, and never appeared before him again.
Oh, Caliroe.
My strength returns very slowly, and even after decades, I can only sustain a physical form for a very short time. I once hoped that Finch would be able to move on, and meet me when the stars in the night sky have all gone out. But after seeing so many people's stories, and hearing about all their dreams, I have gradually come to understand Finch's heart. This feeling of wanting to respond to his feelings is surging relentlessly in my chest, and I can no longer restrain it. But I'm also scared. Scared that if I go and see him now, I'll bring nothing but disappointment, and even more pain when it comes time to part.
Oh.
It really is a difficult choice.
Please go see him.
Huh?
I know Grandpa Finch, and he's a really kind person. When I was struggling to learn how to draw maps, he was always encouraging me, telling me not to give up, always keep trying, and get out there and have some adventures. He often tells me stories about his past, but I've never once seen a look of regret or sadness in his face. And even though Grandpa Finch loves adventures, he still stands there by the spring, every day, as if he's waiting for something. I believe that he's serious about his feelings for you, Miss Caliroe. He's never stopped hoping that he'll see you again one day. So if you want to see him too, then what are you waiting for? Huh? Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit too excited and I just thought... Well, it just sort of came out.
I understand. That settles it. I've decided. I will go back and see Finch.
You will? Amazing! That's great!
But I'd like to ask all of you for some help.
Sure. Just say the word. We'll help you any way we can.
Would you come to Springvale with me and help to bring Finch to my side? I cannot maintain this form for much longer, and I'm worried others will see me how I was just before.
Leave it to me. I'm really close with Grandpa Finch.
Also, please keep Finch's in my secret. I wouldn't want Springvale's tranquil waters to become agitated on account of all this.
Your secret is safe with me.
I won't tell anyone. That's a promise.
Great. I can't thank you all enough.
What's wrong? Are you gonna turn back into a water droplet?
No, I'm sorry. It's just that my mind's racing. As much as I want to talk to him again, I'm still worried that I won't have the words when the time comes. A poem?
Okay, good idea. I'll write him a poem.
And it will be called Heart of Clear Springs.
Are you okay?
It's nothing. I'm just scared that I won't be able to maintain this form much longer.
Okay, don't panic. Wait here, Caliroe. I'll go fetch Grandpa Finch.
Take it slow, Diona. Finch isn't a young man anymore. He's not as steady on his feet. I can still hold on a bit longer.
Okay, stay strong. You can do it. Grandpa Finch!
Is that Diona? You're back early today.
Today's your special day, Grandpa Finch. Can you come with me?
Oh? Well, where are we going?
Over there, to the waterfall.
Did you catch a nice little fishy?
Just come with me already. This is extremely important.
But I promised your father that I'd go to the...
Grandpa Finch!
All right, all right. No need to get worked up. I'm right behind you.
That's more like it. Now come on, I'll help you.
Draft's daughter is just like him when she's on a mission.
Over here! Over here! It's okay, Grandpa Finch. Take your time.
What's all this? What are all these people doing here? Even Mika's here? How's work been going lately? And even some friends from abroad, if I'm not mistaken. You do know that today's not my birthday, don't you?
Greetings, Mr. Finch. My name is Chong Yoon. We all met at the poetry gala, and... well, there's someone we'd like to introduce you to.
Finch.
That voice. Kelly Rowe.
I didn't think you'd still remember.
Oh, I remember. I remember all right. How could I ever forget? Although your appearance is different than I recall. Back then, you looked like you'd stepped right out of a fairy tale. But I'm one to talk. Of course a fairy from a fairy tale can change forms. But in your eyes, I'm probably the one who's changed beyond all recognition.
Oh, even after all these years, you still know just what to say to make me laugh.
I thought you were only able to appear in the dead of night. There have been times when I've wondered whether it really was all a dream.
I'm sorry I kept you waiting for so long, Finch.
Oh, it can't have been that long. It's been but the blink of an eye, really.
Finch, would you like to hear a poem I wrote for you?
A poem? You write poetry now? Well, of course. I'd be delighted to listen. I'll hang on every word that leaves your lips.
In that case, let me read you a story about the spring fairy. Far from my native land I roamed. In streams I slept, many seasons I met as the sun set and rose. I searched for a garden to call a home, and the moonlight ebbed as the water flowed. A soft breeze beckoned me unto a spring. Sleep, weary wanderer, your journey is over. May the dancing petals sweeten your slumber. At dawn, I hummed the melody of a distant stream, and the songs in the night serenaded my dreams. A boy's tender tears trembled through the water, stirring me more than any starlight sonata. He wove me a wreath from past petals and future buds. I crossed beyond the veil of dreams to the realm of flesh and blood. Look at the love that shines from his eager gaze. Answer the call of his heart, lest this moment go to waste. The
kittens and fireflies invited my heartstrings to sing. But I was a stranger to the melody of mankind, and knew not how this tune should begin. As the river of dreams trickled into the ocean blue, every time a crystal fly flapped its wings, older it seemed he grew. But I learned to fathom human ways each stumbling step I took, and clouds of confusion became crystal clear in the vulnerable verse I wrote. As seed yearns for soil and trees for the sun, a once foreign melody inside my heart sung, and it cried out your name on every string it could strum. Now I give my dream to you. May it be in your slumber a sweet spring to quench your thirst. Now I hand my heart to you, praying my belated promise might meet, still with your trust.
Yes. This is how I remember you from when we first met. All those years ago. It really has been a long, old time, hasn't it?
Finch,
It's okay. I understand. Your poem, it explains everything.
Thank you, Finch. Please, take this.
It's so beautiful.
This is a droplet of water condensed from my own power. Finch, I don't have a physical form like humans, and I can't stay by your side. I don't know how long it'll be before I can change back into human form again. But as long as this droplet remains with you, our hearts will always be connected, no matter the distance between us. I will always be one with the spring. From this day onwards, if you call me, I will meet you in your dreams.
It's so romantic!
You've really learned a lot, haven't you? And you don't even mind that the kids are watching.
Does it bother you?
How could it possibly? This is the happiest moment of my life. I just worry that once I go to sleep, I won't ever want to wake up again.
Huh? Don't say that.
I'm only joking. It seems that you still have much to learn.
Is that right?
Grandpa Finch and Kelleroy look so happy. Oh, what a perfect moment.
Diona, thank you for fetching Finch for me. I've never forgotten you either.
I used to chat with you a lot. Wasn't it ever annoying?
Of course not. You are one of the truest friends I have in the entire world. That's why I gave you your gift, so that a part of me could always be with you.
Huh?
Wait. So is Diona's ability to mix delicious drinks from disgusting ingredients a blessing from this water spirit? And if so, is it also possible that my pure yang spirit is a gift from some being?
My physical form is about to disappear. Finch.
Yes?
I've never regretted meeting you, or deciding to talk to you that night. Not once.
All these long years. Not for a single moment.
It probably goes without saying, but neither have I.
Although it was different from in the stories, that fateful night, I never gave you that kiss. This gift that represents my promise and my love, I give it to you now.
Huh?
It's okay, everyone. She's gone now.
What? But Paimon didn't get a chance to say goodbye. Grandpa Finch?
Don't worry now. She hasn't gone far. Just like she said, she'll always be one with the spring, by our side and in our dreams.
Oh? Hey, you're all back! And it looks like you're in much better spirits than before. Hu-Tao's a step ahead. She's already talking about printing a poetry anthology. She said she can't wait for everyone's final words because I'm itching to pull the trigger. By which I assume she meant she eagerly anticipates receiving everyone's freestyle poetry submissions to help her close the deal.
Where have you all been? I've been waiting here forever.
Perhaps they lacked sufficient inspiration and wished to have an emergency communion with nature. And with any luck, I'll bet they heard some fine poetry along the way.
How deaf, Bard! Does this mean that right from the start you... Oh, right from the start, you said you would treat us to a nice meal!
Huh? Did I? Very well. Since the Traveler agrees, then it looks like I can't escape this time. Diona! Dear Diona, could I trouble you to fix us a couple of your delicious beverages?
You wish. All right. Well, normally I'd never agree, but since I happen to be in a good mood today...
Huh? So, just what have you guys been up to all this time? Why does it feel like there are some unspoken words hanging in the air here that everyone is privy to but myself?
Really? Must be the breeze. You're reading way too much into it.
Yeah, that's right. We're just, taking a walk. Inspiration walk, since it worked so well last time.
So even Mika's in on it? Chongyun, how about you tell me what happened on the sly? I've just remembered that I heard about a haunted house recently that you'll definitely want to check out. I'm willing to bet that even your pure Yang spirit won't be able to scare off these demons.
I appreciate the gesture, but no thanks. Not this time. And I'm starting to think that maybe this pure Yang spirit isn't such a bad thing after all.
Huh? What the? What's gotten into you? Okay, that confirms it. I call shenanigans. Something big definitely went down here.
By byl menší research. V další banner si asi udělám pauzu, protože ani jedna z těch postav mě nezajímá a pokud budu dělat nějaký díl, tak asi budu čistě žít po dobu celého toho banneru na tohletom standardním banneru, protože mě moc zajímat nebude. Tady mám aspoň nějaký jakž tak zajímavý postavy. A Hu-Tao. A tady Neuville, to... I don't know. Jo. Vodních postav mám hodně, když to vezmu jenom z elementárního hlediska. Dobrých ohnivých postav moc není, jako v Marzenálu. A Hu-Tao je další ohnivá, která by mohla být dobrá. Jako, žádný research jsem nedělal, nevím o ní nic. Co se týče gameplaye. Mohla by být dobrá ohnivá postava. Protože těch moc nemám, protože mám v podstatě Yanfei a Diluka a tím to hasne v podstatě. Který mají nějakou dobrou jakože synergii s ostatníma postavama. No i Velet je prostě další vodní postava, kterých mám hodně a dobrých. Jakože tam to není jenom o tom, že mám hodně vodních postav, ale mám několik vodních postav, které jsou dobře použitelné. Takže i kdybych ho dostal, tak bych ho ani nedokázal začlenit. Takže se přece zůstanu i tenhle díl u Huta o banneru. Jo, kdyby náhodou. Takže jeden ten půl, jakože máme dílu před sebou hodně a tohle byl bonus event episode, tak budeme mít jenom jeden wish. Prosím, RNG Jesus, gift us something that's not Jinkyu. Žádný Waterboy, prosím. Dejte mi Fischl, dejte mi Dionu, dejte mi někoho prostě totálně random s minimální šancí, ale nedávejte mi toho Waterboye. Opovažte se. No. Don't. Poslední 3, co se to nechají nakonec, aby prostě tam nebylo vůbec nic jiného. No můžeme tam dát třeba 2 nebo 3 4-starové věci, jak aby by to bylo něko multidrop. Why not? Prosím, ne Waterboy, prosím, ne Waterboy. Fiona! Thank you. A ještě Favonil s Vorbou. 2 4-starové věci, jeden vers. See, that's what I'm talking about. Další hvězda do Dioniny konstelace. A to jí možná vymaxuje dokonce. A rovnou další look do sbírky. A tím se splnila jedna věc bokem, na který jsem měl očko. A to 50 vyšů za ten Battle Pass. Takže mám level 30. Takže si můžu vybrat speciální zbraním. Jsem si vybral ten look. A co jsem koukal, tak polearmových postav moc nemám. Mám docela dost polearm, který mu tam mám nazásobený. Životy nouze není. Ale možná si vezmu nějaký tady ten katalist, protože casterských postav mám docela hodně hned po lukařích. Takže for now do sbírky Sacrificial Jade. A rovnou tady 2. Takže 45 tady a 51 tady. Krása. Jade Pendant. Takže si podíváme na konstelaci. Yep. Finální věc. Cat's Tail Closing Time. Characters with hidden signature misses radius, což je radius té ultiny, která dává healing a myslím cryo damage, maybe? Will gain takže ten radius bude mít následující přídavné efekty podle toho, kolik máte HPek. Incoming healing bonus increased by 30% when HP is below 50. Elemental Mastery increase when HP is above 50. Jo, takže když máte pod půlkou, tak se to soustředuje na healing, a když máte nad půlkou, tak vám to zvene Elemental Mastery a ty elementální kombinace vzájemný budou silnější. To je dobrý. Toto je good. No, Diana maxed out. No, a dnešní banner má zase Utao a Neuvilla, protože jak jsem statenul v nějakém minulém díle, ne přímo v minulém díle, ten další banner, na který jsem se podíval, tak všechny postavy mě nezajímají. Ať už mě ta postava ta 5starová, na kterou stejně nemám šanci, tak každá z těch 3 postav, na kterou mám šanci, žádná z nich mě nezajímá. Jinak jedna ta postava je z Fontainu, nějaká nová, kterou neznám. Elementu, který mě ani tak nenatchne a na Fontaine zatím já moc nejsem. A ta druhá postava je Venty, kterou už mám. Takže to trochu ztrácí pointu. Takže co se týče mě v real lifeu, tak si dám asi, jak dlouho to je, tak 20-30 denní pauzu od Genshinu, co se týče nahrávání, a budu nějak coastovat na prozkoumávání a 100% regionů, hledání treasure chestek, I guess. Až ten banner bude končit, tak se podívám, co bude dál, bude možná něco víc fun. Možná udělám 1 nebo 2 díly, ale tam budu exkluzivně tahat z tohohle standard banneru, protože prostě why? Proč bych měl tahat tady, když bych si plýtval jenom tyhle a ten další banner bude mít nějakou tady postavu, která mě bude hodně zajímat. Technicky vzato je tenhle ten banner na tom skoro stejně, protože Fontaine postava I don't care that much a Hu Tao je, jak jsem řekl, nebo naznačoval v pár dílech, tak je na mě moc divná, že já úplně tak nemusím. A tyhle ty 2 mám docela rád, ale už je mám namaxovaný, takže A Jinkyua nesnáším, co se týče gameplaye. I když teď, když jsem ho viděl znova v tom Poetry eventu, tak mám rád jeho osobnost, jeho charakter a jeho jakožto reálnou osobu, ale jakožto herní postavu se skillama a ultinou ho pořád nemám rád. Což to se mi taky mělo možnost vrátit, když bojoval Von a Mika s tím Hillicherlem velkým. Tak je sundat jenom jednoho toho týpka prostě trvalo věčnost. Takže udělám 1 pull tady na Hutao banneru. A pokud to bude extra hrozný, tak asi udělám druhý na standardním banneru a tady to se budu šetřit, když tak. To je event banner, event díl, tak event díl má 1 pull. Tak, I'm not looking. Please, RNGesus. I kdyby to mělo být něco totálně unrelated, give me something I haven't seen before. Ne, nic modrýho. Což modrý shine z 3 hvězdičkových věcí se nepočítá. Nechci Waterboy, ok? A přitom Jinkyua mám, myslím, už taky namaxovanýho, jak často ho dostávám. Jenom za poslední 1 nebo 2 díly jsem ho snad dostal 3krát. Minimálně, takže to je půlka celé konstelace, jenom z tohohle banneru. Jo ne! To jsem se namaxoval, myslím, v posledním díle. Můžu si střát ty velký star glittery na nějaký ty 2 random freebie postavy, který si můžu vzít. Kdyby tam byla znova Ember, tak bych vzal. Sing. Takže se zvedneme 2 takhle odsud. Refreshuje za 15 dní. Hodně času. Že se nezásobujeme i tímhle. Tady to si asi nechám, kdybych si chtěl nouzově vyzvednout nějaký resource. A to bude bude asi vše, nebudu to nějak zveličovat pro tento konkrétní díl. Máme spoustu side stories před náma, ke kterým se chci dostat, než bude ten další Archon Quest. Že i některé postavy, co jsme neviděli, a některé, co jsme neviděli prostě hodně dlouho. A mohly by být zajímavý. Tak k těm se dostanem a no, těším se na ně. Takže k tomu až příště. Pro teďkon se s vámi loučím. Děkuji, že jste se dívali na tenhle díl, na tenhle event. A pokud budete spát, tak dobrou noc.